all there is to it.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Slate Billiards for another one pocket match this afternoon. This is a semifinal match from our 8-person single elimination tournament. Today we've got Mark Weaver playing Dan. Again, this is a semifinal match. Playing a race to 3 one pocket. The winner of this match will go on to the finals, and they'll play Mike Pankoff. He won the other semifinal match. I think that'll be a couple weeks out. But this is a good match today. Mark beat Tom Riggle first round. And Dan, I've got Josh Burble here sitting with me to help me with commentary today.
Hi.
Dan can you pronounce his last name for me? I don't.
Nierenhausen.
Dan Nierenhausen beat Eric Peters to get here. So should be a good match. Fargo Rangers are pretty close together. What are your thoughts, Josh, on the match today?
Well, it's going to be a really fun match. Dan came in this week, and I kind of suspected it in his match that he played last time that he was going to have some issues with the table just because he plays on Brunswick's. And so he definitely came in and played and practiced and got a little bit more used to the table and the cushions and the way it plays. So, and it's a tighter table than he's used to playing on too. So he spent some time preparing, and I think he's going to have a better performance this time around. And he's a great player, so it's gonna be fun. And he's a one pocket specialist, as is Mark. And Mark's a very good one pocket player, and he won our first one pocket tournament. We had an 8-man tournament. He took that off and beat Rob Madsen in the finals, and so this can be a good battle, good fight.
Yeah. So Mark won the leg. He's breaking. Looks like he's chosen the lower right pocket for his pocket. Mark usually breaks the balls really well here, so let's see how he does.
Our left, looking at the screen here.
Yeah, exactly. Hit a nice break.
Yeah, good cue ball, and got the 11 ball right in front of the pocket and kind of doubled up with some stuff. And I mean, this is a very, very good break. And a lot of times, we talked about this in the last stream, an opening shot is to clip the 15 and go down by the chalk there on the left pocket up there and leave them distance. But that 14 might go, and that 11 could be open if you don't hit it perfect. So that's not really a safe spot to get to.
Yeah, and I think that's the 13 there.
Yeah.
In front of the pocket. So yeah, that's a difficult spot.
See, if that 13 was on the rail, then he would shoot up to that chalk without even thinking about it hardly.
Yeah, this is a great break. He put him in trouble right away.
So what's some other options here? I mean, he's got some issues.
I think he might be able to have to kick to the end rail and up to the top rail, back down, and try and hit the side of the 13. That's dangerous, but I feel like there's just not a lot there.
Yeah, that's a good shot, Bri. He's looking at that spot to rolling and taking a foul right now, I think. Yeah. Which could work. Like if he just rolls it down and traps him in that pocket and the jaws are like around the jaws on the one frozen on that end rail.
This is really a spot where you want to live to fight another day.
I mean, he's going for your shot. He's kicking. Yeah, he's just trying to get out of it.
Yeah, trying to just, so
In one pocket, they say get out of the break, and that's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to get out of the break, and he did. It was good,
yeah. I think that was the only shot he had that I could see.
I'm not saying he's out of the break, but he got out. He got out of the first step of the break, which is
you got to live to fight another day.
yeah.
I'm debuting another camera angle here that we've got at Slate. This thing is wonderful.
It's sick.
It's a side view and it's a lower view, so you can kind of see the stance of the players, especially when they're on the right side, our right side of the table.
Yeah, and it's going to be completely mobile, and it'll track the players with like AI. I'm not sure if I'm using the right terminology, but I thought it was an AI thing. So it's a sick camera, and stay tuned to the streams because we have some stuff that other honestly, it just doesn't. It's not out there yet. So
yeah,
we got
improvements all the time.
Yeah, Jonathan's our videographer guy, and he helped us get set up today and added these cameras, and he's just kind of adding more and more and more, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm sorry, we'll get back to the match.
Love that
I'm
view,
just
but
excited about the
So
camera stuff.
basically, he wants to hide that ball behind the stack again, right? The cue ball's where he wants to get behind the stack.
Yeah. So he has multiple ways of doing it. I think he's maybe
Going forward.
Yeah, if he's going into the 7, that's an option. He could have been looking at banking that 8. That's kind of an aggressive shot where he hits that 7 and he pushes a 7 over there where he's pointing his cue. He also could chip the 11 and go up by the corner on the far right corner as we look at it, which is a good spot to be because chipping the 11, if you could hit it the right way, would be in front of the pocket and leaving him up table and double. He's not looking at that shot. He's going to do something with the 7 here or the 8. The 8, yep. That's a good shot. I thought he might have hit the 7 there, but that worked great.
It was a dangerous shot.
I mean the 7's sort of available.
I think maybe he thought that was a big pocket over there with the 11 hanging, banking the 8 and making it off the 11, and he
definitely it was a big pocket. Yeah, and then if he makes it, you're right. He could run the balls out. So,
but he did get the cue ball behind the stack again, so he might just have to kick lower off, try and bounce the 13 up a little bit here if he can get below the 13 on a kick shot.
Yeah, that's ugh.
It's again, he's got him in a tough spot.
He's looking to, Well, see, now I think he just looked at 2 railing and putting the cue ball up by that chalk, because now he's sort of doubled up, like we were saying. Remember I was saying the 13 ball against the rail doubles it up and gives him some more protection. So if he follows this 6, 2 rails, he could put the cue ball up by the chalk. I think that's what he's doing. And doubling him up.
I feel like he's cueing low.
Oh, he stuck him on the stack. Yeah. Well, that's fine too.
And he got the 6 by his hole. That's a great shot.
And he covered it. Yeah, and he created some threat there.
Well, the 6 ball
kind of got in a bad spot. Yeah, I didn't leave him wired or anything.
But that was another really good shot.
Yeah, and the shot I was shooting, when I was talking about putting the cue ball by the chalk, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot he could. That wasn't. I mean, yeah, that's a thought. Because if that 6 ball was there or close to there and that cue ball was by the chalk, then he's got to deal with the 6, but that doesn't really do much for the 13 and the 8. I don't know. It's a thought. It's an interesting thought.
Could he move the 11 to his side here and leave the cue ball on the rail, kind of where the 11 is between the 2nd and 3rd diamonds, kind of
11 over between the 15 and 14 and put the cue ball up by the center of the pocket, like the center diamond?
I'm thinking, straight forward, like just to the lower side of the 3rd diamond. So between the 2nd and 3rd diamond, just leave the cue there.
Oh, just leave it in that space? I was thinking about up table game a little bit, but then he could carry him off the 9, but that's kind of a risky shot. See, I was thinking the cue ball up table. But
I kind of like leaving the cue there, the cue ball,
But if you're there, you can shoot that 9 and carry him the 6, right? If you're Dan,
you might be.
If that cue ball was right where that 11 is, or even on the rail.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that that's like a great shot, but I mean,
but you're right.
You can at least get something going.
He did my shot. He just double kissed.
Yeah. Well, and the cue ball here is, even if he makes the 6, it's like he's probably gonna hit the 9, and the cue ball's gonna end up on his side of the table, kind of trapped.
Yeah,
so he's really not even
ball.
looking at it. I mean, he might look at it, but right now he's not like jumping up and looking at that shot, because the cue ball would be going in that area that it is, which is he's back where he started, and he got rid of his threat and cleared his 9. So you see what I'm saying?
I do.
If he shoots the 6 now.
Yeah, and it's only like you said, it's only 1 ball. So
yeah,
but he doesn't have a lot of other options either.
No, I'm with you. Well, now I keep harping on that pocket up there. That's like my pet spot. But if he hit the 15 and put it up by the chalk there, now he's got tripled up with the 11, the 14, the 8, the 13 by the pocket. I mean, and then he chips the 15 across his side.
The problem with that shot I see is that it's easy to go in the corner at that angle. It's a really touchy shot if you bounce out too far. But I hear what you're saying. It's an option.
Can't be afraid, Ryan.
Can't be afraid. I'm afraid.
I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
But you can see Dan's really pondering this because there's nothing obvious.
And he's. Would you say he's like is he in a trap right now or not quite because he has so much to do with the cue ball because he's got a full bridge, he's not on a rail. You know, he's getting close to being in a trap. Is what I'm saying. If he's not in a trap at this moment, he's a move or two away potentially if he doesn't figure this out.
Yeah, that 13 is.
Now I like just bumping the 13 and sticking the cue ball. If you can sneak behind that too, or do you think it's going to come too high?
Between the 7 and the 2.
Yeah.
To the lower rail.
Ooh, we're going to find out. I think he can. Well, he's looking at it because that's a simple shot, but it's just kind of like.
If he could do that, I like that shot. Just to move it
just to move it, just kind of wiggle it. So then you're just sort of wiggling balls out of his area. Yeah, that's what he did. Just to touch it.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Yep. And he didn't do anything to like even really move it. And maybe, because now can he get the 7 ball across towards the 2, or is he's looking at that?
Do you kick behind the 6 here?
No.
Yeah, it's too much of a.
But he is too wild. He's jacked up too. Yeah. I think he looked at that 7. If he could bank the 7 across and put the cue ball up table, I think that's what he was looking at. I should say.
Yeah, and I think he might not be able to get to the top.
I think the 2's got it covered. The top.
Yeah.
So now he's looking at where he could put him.
Dan hit a good shot there. There's nothing again. Mike's going to move the 8 away.
I think he's going to. I think he's going to skim it and try to avoid the 15 and put the cue ball up by Dan's pocket up there and leave the 8 ball in this area. Like one rail with some English and spin it up towards the end rail. And it might not make it towards the pocket. It might make it up towards the middle of the end rail.
He can hit the 8 that thin.
Oh, he can't hit it that thin.
So I think he's going to.
Well, he's looking at something like that.
He's looking at moving the 8 away. Because there's a lot else there that he can do. If he moves the 8 away, he's going to try and get the cue ball up to the end rail.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Spin it.
But now I think he's going to do something simple with the 7. He might just push the 7 across to his side and try to leave him just kind of like over by that second diamond. Yeah. Oh, he's in the 7. Okay, that didn't. Okay, well, he didn't. I don't think he can make the 6. But he gives Dan the opportunity to.
You might be able to make the 6.
Blastorama?
Blastorama. Well, I mean, if he can make the 6 here, that's great because then he can take the 13 out. If there's a way that he can make that 6, get the cue ball off the rail, then take this. Take the 13 out.
I just don't think he can. That was member DJ. He likes Blastorama.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. We had to get a T-shirt for that.
He made a little mock T-shirt that said Blastorama in our Slate logo. So
I just wonder if he can spin this ball.
The 6?
Yeah. We'll try and look at the side view here.
Ooh, look at that. Can you zoom in? No. We're close. Oh, look at this. So that's pretty. I feel like. But then he's trapped behind the 9, bro. If he mass A's it.
No, you're right. He's not going to shoot that shot.
So he's just going to clear 1 ball out and not panic.
Yeah, get to the end rail.
And do that, which is that was aggressive and good because he didn't give anything up. That was a great shot.
Took the 2 off the stack.
Yeah. So now he's quote unquote out of any sort of, not out of a threat, but if he was feeling trapped, he made 2 simple moves and now he's creating his own threats and getting out of his
slowly turning it into his favor.
Building his position and destroying Mark's.
Yeah, because I think the 6-2 will go now. So Mark's got a legitimate threat. He has.
Mark could go Blastorama. Oh, he's gonna spin behind the 2.
I think he's got to spin it too much to do that. It's hard to control that shot.
How many times can I say Blastorama in this stream? Well, do you have like a
if you get I'm going to stop you.
Okay, so do we have a counter? I've said it 3 times, but one time was asking if I could say it, so that shouldn't count. So I've only said it twice technically.
All right, that makes sense.
Okay, so we're on to. I should get. You know what? I should get a little thing on the scoreboard that I can click the amount of times I say annoying words, and then that could be part of the ball count. It could be an annoying word count.
Yeah, I like this shot.
This is a great shot.
I like this shot a lot. He really put that
Great
cue ball
shot,
in
Mark.
a tough spot.
And he tripled up with the 7. He tripled up with the 15.
Yeah.
So So Dan can't mess with his position right now. It's not easy for him to mess his position up. So that was a great shot, Mark. And you come back and listen to this.
Now, I don't know if he can kick below the 13 again. He might not be able to.
Ooh,
the
fire
3
the
might
7 right off the 4. Stick the cue ball right on the 1.
Boy, that'd be.
That's like I'm channeling my inner Pancake, because Pancake would say that if he was here.
There's a lot of action that can happen.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of action.
Yeah. But I don't know if he could.
He doesn't have a good. It's just such a.
Can't get that cue ball.
No. I know. It's just because as soon as he hits those, he's got to stick it on those 2 balls. It's a 6 shot. I don't. You know.
Yeah.
How good's your cue ball? It's a stop shot. Mike likes stop shots from distance, right?
This is an interesting game though, because they're battling for this first shot.
Yes.
And we've already, we've 6 or 7 shots in each, and nobody's got a shot at their hole yet. So
And nobody's made a ball.
Yeah, they're. This
And the
is a
balls
good
are
game.
still down table. This is an excellent game of one
Yeah,
pocket.
they're really shows the knowledge that they have
Yippers.
in the game.
Well, he's looking at something
He's
here.
going
with
at
the
the
7.
7 for some reason. We'll see what he does.
What
he won.
was that? Okay. Well, I mean, okay.
He just didn't have a lot.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can get to the 13 now. This is a situation where you want to get more than 1 ball.
Yeah.
So
So you go forward here, Brian?
and try and get to the 8.
Yeah. And then you can float across for some,
If he gets to the 8 right, he's got a chance to get a lot of balls.
yeah, because he's got the 7, the 1, the 3. If he gets the 3, the 15, all those balls go. That 3 ball is kind of big blocking. So, and he's got multiple balls to. If you look ahead, if he can somehow get on the 3.
But this first shot is more difficult than it looks because he's pretty straight in that 13.
And he's got an
So
extension.
you can kill this cue ball in the corner if you don't hit it right.
It can
You'll
yeah.
hit that corner and it won't go forward.
Yes.
So you have to hit this a little.
And if you
treat the pocket.
If you get too wild on it and end up over by the 7, then that's not the greatest,
Yeah, so
because
let's see what he
if you
does.
get too thin on the 8. So let's see where he ends up. I'm
Might
sure
go
he'll
rail
have a great
first.
shot. Okay.
Yeah, he went rail
So
first.
he went over by the 7, but okay, this is beautiful.
Yeah, he went rail first. That was a great
Yeah.
shot.
And now this is interesting. So we'll see what he chooses, because the 7 ball is a rolling shot and the 1 ball is a stun shot. And the 10 ball's in the way. Maybe he's not even looking at the 7. Oh, is he? If he draws a 7, yeah.
The 7's a little touchy. I feel like he can draw out, but
Yeah. If you could
might
roll
have
the
to go to
7
the
without
8
hitting the 10, this is a beautiful shot. I like his change there. That was a really good. I like that change, because if he went down to try to get on that 10, it's really, he's still kind of looking at that, which I get it. He wants to clear the
I
pocket.
think this is the right shot to do it if he's going to do it.
Yes. Yeah.
But I might
just
go to the 8 first.
Yeah. I just like getting balls, because you can get trapped down there.
He's going to go to the 8 first. And
Yeah.
then
This
he's
is
gonna go
good.
one rail.
And then cross.
Yeah. So I like the way he did that,
Yep.
because now we can go right at above the 6 with
Yes.
the 8
Yes.
ball.
Yes. Yep.
1 rail and hit the 2nd rail.
It's hard to do more than get the 10 out and then play safety, which is fine. So it's good that he's getting the balls.
But if he gets the right angle on the 10, though, he can get the 9.
Yes, true.
And
yeah.
what is
true.
the other ball?
4
down
ball.
there? 4 ball out of there.
The pink 4 ball, Brian.
Yeah, and he can get on the pink 4 if he.
So
went
he
up
went the
high.
way I was thinking, to clear that ball. See, he's got so many balls to get on. See, I like it.
I don't think he can make that ball.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I think he's.
Ooh, maybe he's trying to get on the 3 to clear that.
Did he make 4 so far?
Let's see, 2, 4, 5, 8, 11, 14. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not happy with where he got to here. I think he was trying to go to 3 there because that
Yeah. I like what he was doing.
12 doesn't go.
It doesn't mean I'm right. Everyone
Yeah.
has their own style and own thing.
Yeah.
But I like that he was going, because he's on 4 right now. He can win the game from there.
Mm-hmm.
He can not lose the game from the 10, but he doesn't immediately win the game.
No,
if he got on the 3, it could be game
He
over.
had 7 balls. for
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
I agree with that.
And the 14's open.
Mm-hmm.
And he can go down to the 10 on one of those balls. So I like what he was doing. He was trying to fill the basket.
Yeah, I do.
with
too.
eggs.
I agree.
Could I put that on the list? The egg basket reference.
He's still looking to see if this ball goes.
15. Yeah.
I just don't think it does. But he's really looking at it. And the problem with shooting this shot is if he doesn't make it, there's a lot of balls that Dan can get.
Yeah. Is it a lot? I mean, yes. Yeah, you're right. Because
There's a
first
lot of
he'd have to get the 2 and then the 6 angle to get over, and then he
Yeah.
breaks it out. So, yeah, I mean, those go. There's 5 that are in front of his pocket.
The problem Mark has here is that he got in such a bad spot because he can't clear any of Dan's balls out either because he gets hooked on the 5.
Yeah.
So he ended probably in the worst possible spot he could have ended up with on that shot.
I could get on board with that.
This is really a
Kind of a bummer
bad spot.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
Now he's got to come up with a shot because there's no apparent defensive play here.
Yeah.
Because he's got the 6 threatening, he's got the 2 threatening.
Yeah, one on each side.
And that 15 is scary to try and shoot that ball in.
Yeah.
Because especially on this table, it's a tight table, like Josh said, it's 4 1/4 table. This could hang up easy. Let's see what happens.
He wants to shoot it.
He does, but it's scary.
Yeah.
Could he double him up on the 5, go into the 11 to shoot a stop shot?
A 3-rail stop shot?
No, yeah, 3-rail stop shot and double him up, and so he
No, because the 5 goes. He can shoot the 5 straight in the hole.
Yeah, you're right. That doesn't work.
That was the dumbest thing. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just totally kidding. I'm just kidding.
But it was. You're right.
No. Well, I've got dumber ideas. Like, does anything go if he gets on the? It's dumb. Like, if he had the cue ball down by his hole, Dan can't really make anything in his pocket, but he could probably put him in a world of hurt somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, the 4 doesn't really go into the 9, but it kind of does. The 9 goes towards the 2. I'm just saying everything's kind of blocked there.
Right, right. Yeah,
I'm not saying that's right.
idea.
I'm just we got nothing to do but look at the table.
Yeah,
so.
right.
All right, he's scratching his head. I don't blame you,
It
Mark.
just ended up in a bad spot.
Okay, I know my Blastorama meter's high, but he's pretty Blastorama on the 5. He could scramble like those balls out.
He's gonna sell out.
He's never gonna do it, but I'm just I just like scrambling the balls when I get confused.
Well, could you thin the 15 and just go down by the 4 with the cue ball?
Stick him behind the 4.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna do that, I might just push and take the foul. There's no huge value.
But it's almost easier to get there off the 15.
Are you kidding me right now?
Where would you push to?
I would kick and push it down. I would 1-rail kick and take the foul.
Yeah, I think I would thin the 15 if I was going to go down by the 4.
Well, okay.
Just because the 15 doesn't go anyway.
I know, but okay. Well, you're moving it, yeah. But it's just he's shooting it. Let's watch, sports fans. Okay, great shot. Ugh.
Yeah,
But he jacked him up.
that made it tough. That made it really difficult.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not rooting for anyone. I just think it's cool. He can't even shoot at his hole right now. He can.
He missed this.
But if he misses it, then Mark's balls are open. He's got 3.
Mm-hmm.
So if he misses, he's in trouble. That was a very good spot for the cue ball.
The question is, does the 10-2 combination go?
The question is, do you even shoot it? Because if it clips a 9 and then you miss, then Mark is on 7, 8 potentially.
Yeah, but you just have to decide. You're down 4-0. Do you take the chance?
That's what you have to decide.
Yeah, this is if you clip the 10, if you clip the 9, you're dead. But if you can make the 2, you can get a lot of balls.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's look at it this way. If he shoots the 10-2 and it goes, he can get those 5 potentially, and there's 2 more out there. He could really flip the script. Yeah.
So
that's what I'm looking at it with you, and I'm saying you shoot a ball that could win. Really almost win the game. Okay, well, that was a beautiful shot. See, that was a shot. That's what I was wondering if that was wired before.
Yeah, it was wired.
Oh, that was wonderful.
So now he's got 4 more sitting here.
Yeah.
So we're at 4-1 now.
Yeah, and he's gonna stun the ball. He's going forward. Ooh, is he stunning? Okay, I didn't like that. Oh, that was not
I
good.
think he was trying to stun out.
Do you think so?
Mm-hmm. Or I do, but I'm not sure.
No, because it's like stun would have been more of a draw stroke. I don't know, man.
But he
We'll
took
go
the
to
2 balls.
player interview and ask him later.
Exactly.
It looked like he tried to follow, because when he was cueing it, I thought, "Ooh, I'd like to see him stun this," and then
Yeah.
he shot right away.
I just feel like a follow was.
So now, Mark, do you like hitting the 15 to your side and sticking on that 4? Just chipping the 15
He's trying to
across.
see if the 15 goes.
Okay, if it doesn't go,
If it doesn't go, I like.
well, maybe you can't even do that because it scratches and you have to draw it down. You know,
Yeah, he's just
So, or-
he's
I don't
looking at
know
clearing the floor too.
if it was a roller shot, I thought if you could roll or bank it and clip it across and put the cue ball behind the 4 somehow, whatever. That was kind of my thought. So,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
well, he's looking at it.
He's really trying to see if that bank will go.
Let's check the side angle. Oh, here we go. Yeah. See, my shot that I was thinking was a rolling shot, and it doesn't roll. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It would be a draw shot, like a pinch draw, which is hard to like stun it. He's kind of looking at that.
Yeah,
Maybe
he is looking.
I think he's going to do that. Like stun it, and then oh no, he'd hit it that way. Okay.
He was trying. He thought maybe the bank
Could go. Yeah. Yep. Gotcha. Okay.
So now he's going to bank this on his side again. But how is he going to bank it on
Is the
his
cue
side?
ball going to be on the end rail, or is he going to go up by the 3 and block with the 3?
Let's take a look at the side.
I think he's going end rail,
Corner view.
block behind the 10. Yep, and you hit inside. Wow, nice little check shot there.
Yeah, I like that.
That was a little spinnerooski.
And the cloth is getting somewhat worn in now, so those check shots really work now, as the table
Yeah.
is had more use.
Yes. How spinnerooski?
Spinnerooski,
Is that okay?
You get that for 3 times.
3? You'll give me 8 of the other one and 3 of the spinnerooski.
I like Blastorama better than Spinnerooski myself,
You do? Okay.
but
That's the other thing that Dan was working on. You were just talking about deflection and the cloth and everything. He came here because when I talked to him after the match, he said, bro, self-serving plug. He was like, the equipment's perfect. Everything's clean. The balls are clean. The cloth is good. It slides and slides and slides. And so he's like, I don't know how it slides. Even more than the rails, it was the slide that he was talking about, now that I remember it. So, yeah.
which is completely different than the equipment he plays on. He plays on a Brunswick with old cloth, and there's no slide.
Yep. Exactly.
So he
So
really
the slide was messing him up.
Yeah, for
big
sure.
time. So he had to come in and hit spin shots and hit shots where the cue ball was going to slide. Okay.
Yeah, that would confuse you quick.
That was just kind of like a little bit of a up table
he's going
containment.
two
Now
rails.
he's hitting a shot. He would have loved to be behind the 4 there, but he's just kind of going up table a little bit. He's got a lead. It makes sense. It's on his side. It's a good shot. Yep. Now Dan, is he just gonna? Are we just going up table from here? Because if he comes back towards us, yep.
That's what he's
He's
doing.
pushing him over to his side, a little up table. So now we're going to be in the up table game range. See what Mark does. Okay, he's not looking at that ball. He's
going
okay. Up table, and he's going to stick. Oh, no, he was drawn back. That worked.
Just in talking to Mark, he doesn't mind the up table game. He feels like he moves really well. So,
And he banks great.
yeah, so yeah, exactly.
He banks great.
So he feels
Flat out.
He
just
feels
banks
like
great.
an up
Yeah.
table game's to his advantage.
Makes sense. Totally.
So we'll see how that plays out, but that's for sure
Yeah.
a tactic that he likes to use.
If you got to make a living trying to bank against Mark one ball at a time, it's going to be a hard way to make a living.
Yeah. Mark has a lot of interesting banks he hits. He hits a lot of spin on his bank shots, and he's really good at them.
And he's good at getting them really close to the hole.
Yeah.
And that's just tough to fade. Is he 2-down this 14?
I think so.
I believe he is. Like this type of shot, not saying he's going to hit perfect, but he hits these really good.
There's a lot of traffic there.
Yeah, there was traffic, but and it's a lot of a cue ball shot. Like it's not like
he's
like
just
that wasn't a bad result or anything.
No, he's just getting
He
the cue
doubled
ball.
him up on the 15. He's got things. So he's got some protection on the ball that's some of those balls. And he's in an up table spot. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those games that could go on for a while.
He could bank the 9 up table and put the cue ball on the end rail. Just kind of bring the cue ball down by the second diamond. Just like so.
Get the 9 on his side.
Get the 9 on the side and freeze on the rail. See how he froze it on the rail? That's the money shot there. And now he's going to hit some sort of 9 ball.
Gonna try and get the
Two
cue ball
rail
back where it
shot,
was.
kind of put the cue ball back in that same spot. Yep. And now he just did the same thing in a better cue ball. That's a sick cue ball.
Yeah, you got the.
And now he's in, now he's, yep. So cool. Look at you, cameraman.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cameraman. That's the way my kid talks.
Do you try and protect the 5 at this point or not?
The 4, the pink
The 4, the pink 4.
I don't protect the 5 because it's covered by the 3.
Thank you.
But the 4, you might be gonna have to give that one up. It's
Yeah,
just hard,
he
you
is,
know,
yeah.
because it's like Mark's got stuff going on his side. You only have one
Cutting the
ball
9
over
over.
there. Yeah, so
But now he gave.
no, he
What a
made it.
shot.
Sheesh, and the cue ball. I mean,
Great shot.
yeah, he could cut the 15 there, so
Yeah.
he got a little bit whatever, but I'm
But
not
now
saying that was lucky or fortunate. I don't know. It was a good shot.
He made the ball.
Yeah.
You know, so he
Yep.
put the ball in the pocket.
Yeah.
He
So
wants.
now does he shoot the
banked
14 and stick the cue and stick him on the 15 kind of thing? Or no,
Okay.
just all bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying
Just
to
went all
use
bank
the
to get the
5-3 as blockers. for
Yep.
the-
Whoa, wow,
protect
nice
his
shot.
balls.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
he got a little unfortunate
Ooh.
because those balls don't combo.
I don't know.
So does he go 2 rails behind that and knock it over by his pocket?
Oh yeah.
Knock the 4 by his pocket?
That's a shot, right?
I think Mark loves this shot.
He does. Yeah. He's also looking at 15 sweeps those 2 balls out automatically. So he's looking at his options. He's not going to shoot fast.
I feel like he's going to shoot the 2-railer, but maybe not.
I
2-rail kick behind the 14.
really like Mark's pace on this match. The first match he played, remember, his pace was a little quick, especially towards the end of the match. He's really taking his time and looking through his options, and I like his pace. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason I don't like shooting the 15 is I feel like you can sell out easy if you miss it. So let's
He's
see if
drawing it though. I think he's gonna draw. I think what he just looked at was
Drawing the ball because
drawing
you
the
can't
ball
sell
because
out.
you can't really sell out because those balls don't go.
Yeah.
So to go follow with it, a bunch of weird stuff could happen.
Yeah,
That would be an
that's-
awful shot.
Right. That's
a terrible
just won't
shot.
work.
Yep. Now, one thing he could do is bank the 10 and park the cue ball right. If he could reach it, park the cue ball behind the 12.
And if he can avoid the kiss.
Because the 5-3 is blocking everything. And he could get the 10 either to go in his hole, because he can bank really well.
He's gonna bank the 11.
He might bank the 11. He's got a lot of protection on that 3-5. Yep. This is a nice shot. I mean, it worked.
Good.
Yeah. See, there's nothing bad that's happening here. And he's got a ball down by his hole and all that. So
Yeah. Again, he just, prolonging the game. He wasn't going to do anything crazy on the 15. And he just,
we're off count. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Someone has one more ball. Is it Mark or Dan? Do I need to go check?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 7 balls in.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Did Dan make 3?
I gotta go check, bro.
Dan made 3 because he made the 9.
Oh, Dan.
We didn't-
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Stan's got 3.
Bro, people are gonna want their money back on this stream.
They might.
I know they're gonna want their free stream money back.
So it's 4-3. We got a tight match.
Tight match.
Do you bank this 10?
Yeah, and stick him on that 12.
Yeah, come up behind the 12. I feel like that's a good shot. I don't know if he's got the angle to do it. But he could protect everything if he can go behind the 12.
Yeah, if he sticks right behind that 12.
Yeah.
Or
For
he
some
could.
reason, he doesn't like it.
Yep. Well, you could roll the 10 and put the cue ball right, wedge he's not liking it. I'm just saying, like, there's different options of way to play it.
Yeah.
He might be hitting the 15 and then just sweep into the 11. Ooh, well, that was aggressive, but it could have worked. So
Yeah.
now he loses 1. I gotta keep my head on here.
This is a Yeah, obviously, this is a turning point, so we'll see
Well,
what he does here. I mean, because he can run out from here,
yes.
but the first shot can be missed.
Yeah, I think let's guess what shot he's going to open with. I think the 5.
I think he's going to open with the 3.
Want to bet? He's not even looking at the 3, bro.
No, he's looking at the 5. You're right.
I played Mark before.
Okay, so he's looking at the 5, trying to get on the 11.
Yep. Because
And
that
he's
gives
safe
him,
if he misses.
gives him a little bit of a free shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, there's 3 balls there for sure, and he's on 4, so I could get to the hill if he makes the 5.
Yes. Oh my.
That was probably the worst thing that could have happened because he missed the ball and he
broke him out.
broke out Dan's balls.
And left him an angle to break out the next ones. And yeah. Well, that's a bummer.
But you probably go to the 4 first, right? Make the 14 and go to the 4.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Would you want to be
to break them up, or else go to
would
the
you want to
9?
be above the 4 for the breakout or below the 4?
I would want to be above the 4.
And come in with one rail.
Come in
Just
with one
kinda
rail,
clip the-
or else I might go to the 9 or the
Well, you want to clear these 2 out. Yeah.
the 4 goes.
Yeah, the 4 goes. So I'm just trying to figure out where do you go. So he kind of left the angle to go this way and break into him, which is fine. It seems like
really
he's not going to, he got thin. And even if he wasn't thin, I just don't know, unless he can sneak behind the 11. See, that would have worked.
He just ended up thinner than he wanted on that ball.
So let's, shoot.
So he got 1 back.
2, 4, 6, 8, 7. Okay, good.
So we're back to 4.
All right, I'm
4-3.
shouting out to Sam. He's the desk guy at Shooters. Sam, he's watching the stream. He gave me a little love on the stream. He's a tech guy. He's helped us with. He's. I shouldn't say that. I mean,
So this is a big shot.
Sorry.
We got a big shot here.
We got a big shot here. Pay attention. That was an awesome shot.
Yeah. So he made that shot.
Oh, I gotta be quiet.
No.
They said they could hear me out there. When I get really crazy. Someone said he could hear me laughing.
Oh, is that right?
I think it was Pancake.
That's funny.
Okay, so anyways,
So now he got close to the rail. Does he shoot the 11 or not?
I don't know. It's no. He's on 5.
He's on 5. But I don't know that he can make the 14.
Oh, you can rail first. Oh no, it's on the thing.
It's on the other side of the.
Well, you could combo a little
So you go up with
Blastorama.
hard Blastorama. This is an accurate shot. It was Blastorama. That's scratch.
Oh, what a crazy turn of
Unfortunate.
events.
That was unfortunate. So that ball comes up,
That ball
doesn't
comes
count.
up, doesn't count. He's on 4. It's a
And
lot going
Mark
on here.
loses. There's a lot going on. This game has changed quick.
This got wild, bro.
He did.
2, 4, 6, 8, 7. Okay. I wonder if he heard me say, "Oh no!" I gotta
He
go turn
might
the
have.
music on out there after this game. I'm
Yeah,
going to
you
for sure. It's like a sound. It's like
Turn it
a
on
noise
loud.
machine. I gotta turn it up loud. It's like a noise machine, noise canceling.
So
So we just shoot the 5 of the 3.
here's another
We're back to the 5 of the 3.
back on the 5 and the 3 question.
You shoot the 5
I agree with that.
because you go down for the 15. And then you
Again,
come
this is a
across
ball
for the
that could be
3.
missed, especially in one pocket because you're just not used to pocketing
Like the
balls.
reverse of what
It
Mark
is.
had without
And so
the
he
threat.
wants to get on the 15.
Mark had the threat on his shot. There's not the threat here.
Well, this is you get a lot of balls.
But the same exact thing happened.
He overcut it
He
just like
overcut it
Mark
just
did.
like Mark, and there weren't balls down there that he could knock into.
Yeah,
so
right.
it
So
didn't-
he ended up
wasn't
playing
as
safe in the end.
bad. Yeah. And shout out to
There's
Adam,
been a lot going on
Adam
here.
Roth too. He sent me a text and told me to fix the score.
Okay.
So there you go. We got people sweating the match.
Which is great. The more the merrier.
Thanks for watching. Hit that sub button, bros. YouTube sub button. All right, so where are we at?
We're back, where it could be an up table game again.
This is
It
wild.
could have ended.
That was wild, bro.
Now we're
Okay, I like this shot.
he's just getting balls on his side. and he
Totally.
Tried to
Yeah,
double him up.
nice shot. Yeah, and if he would have the cube up with a chalk, that'd have been a
Yeah.
sick shot. It's still a solid shot. Can he bank this 14? I think he can.
You think he can beat that?
Beat what?
The double kiss.
Yeah. I think so. With a little inside.
It just feels like
He's jacked up. I'm not saying that's the well, I don't know
My
because I'm not
concern
like a
is
big
that-
one pocket
that the-
player and I'm not a
that the
big banker.
11-9
But yeah, he's not even looking
is
at that.
on.
So he's hitting that towards his hole. Well, that kind of didn't work. I would say that didn't work.
Well, it could have
The
been a-
idea of it could have been great.
It could have been a lot worse. Because he
Well,
ran into the 14, he
that
could have
14
sold that 14 easy.
goes.
It is good. He's going to have to spin this.
Goes ish.
He has to spin this to make
Oh, he's not even shooting it. He's banking the. Well, he's looking at banking the 3. I think
Mark,
this probably goes, right? The 3, or is it
hard to-
double bank? I mean, is it double kiss?
sometimes it's hard to tell with Mark because he'll line up on 3 or 4 shots just to see how they look. in
Yeah,
his
which is
mind.
great.
So you think he's doing something and he's actually doing something else.
Yeah, but it's a good way to play.
Yeah, it is. He gets down on the ball and actually looks at how it looks. So you'll see him get down and get up a lot.
Acting like, if I shoot it, what do I think's gonna
Yeah,
happen?
how's this feel?
Yeah, he visualizes.
Yeah, so he's doing it again.
Ooh, is he shooting
trying
this
to figure out if it's
opposite-handed?
left-handed or right-handed.
Yeah, I wouldn't like hitting it thin left-handed. But
He definitely has to
maybe he plays
spin
more
this.
left-handed than I do.
He's going back to the 3, looking at that 3 again.
Okay.
If you clear the 3, how do you clear it? Just,
Clear the 3.
I mean, it's hard to clear the 3. This is not a,
Well,
without leaving a shot.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, ooh, what was that?
Wow.
Intended?
If that's what he's, that's what he was trying at, was a great shot.
I don't even understand that. That was crazy.
I thought it felt like maybe he was coming off the bottom of that and trying to make the 3 and they hit the top of it accidentally. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
hard
know.
to
We
tell.
don't
Is he just going to give
play.
him this ball? Probably just give him this
Yeah.
ball.
Oh, and he put
So
him
now
there.
he's
That's
at
good spot.
5. Put him on the rail.
Okay.
So we're at 5-3.
Mark's on the end rail. Balls are mostly almost all on the side. He's gonna try to stick him up by the 5 here with a little, or he's gonna bank it. No, he's going for it. He's gonna put it back up table. Well, that's fine.
Dan has shot this a couple times where he's actually just cut the 11. You know, where he had a ball like this and he just cut over by his hole. I don't know if he'll do that in this case. I think he'll bank the 3 actually and put the 3 on his side and put the cue on the end rail.
He might be one rail. Well, no, he did your
one
shot. Your shot is right. And then cue
So
ball
he's
down
going
by
cue
the
ball on
chalk.
the end rail. So
Yeah,
he's got
good
the
cue
3
ball.
on his side.
Yep.
I think Mark likes where the 9-11 is because that kind of combo might be on.
So is he gonna? This 5 is kind of big. That's the
Yeah,
problem. That was in the way there.
pocket.
Yeah. I guess if he beat the 5 there, that's
cut the 11
a good
here?
shot.
I mean, it's tempting to cut the 11. He's
I
had
might hit a
couple shots like this where he's cut balls.
Karen break speed, Karen. Because the
Yeah.
9's going to clear out. The 11 could go right in the hole.
But it could also sell. Could also go by.
How would it sell?
Could double up and head over by. I wouldn't personally shoot that shot.
Mike,
But I see your point.
Mike Pankoff. I'm channeling my Mike Pankoff.
Okay.
He's not here to
Let's
do this
find
with
out.
you.
We should ask Mike if he would shoot this carom.
Yeah. Because the 9 ball is going to go right by where his hand is. Over, it's going to cut thin, right?
I just don't think the angle's right for that shot.
Meh.
I feel like you might make the 9 in Mark's hole if you shoot that shot.
Where? I mean, straight in?
Yeah, I feel like
Because if you hit the carom, it's going at least by the first diamond.
I don't agree with that.
Well, you're crazy. You don't have to hit it thick. You got to hit it. You don't have to hit it super thick to make the carom. Watch him hit it. He's not going to hit it. He might.
I think he likes the cut better than the carom. Yeah, I don't think he likes either one of them, the way it looks. He's a left-handed player though, so usually what he does is right.
Correct. Or
Correct.
right.
Yeah, I should say is correct.
Why are you lefties so that way? Nice
thanks
shot.
for
What a
that.
shot. He nutted
scratched.
it.
Oh, that was a
Oh, he scratched.
terrible roll.
Oh, he hit such a great shot.
That was a terrible roll. Hard scratch behind that 10. That was a difficult roll, man. He had a great shot.
This is an emotional game, bro.
That was a
I'm
really nice
emotionally
shot.
spent right now. And we're not even done with the first game.
Yeah. We might be here for a while. You got to pace yourself.
2, 4. I gotta pace myself. Exactly.
So he's trying to figure out if 3's out of the kitchen, I think. Because they're talking about something here. I don't know what they're talking about. If they're talking about there's definitely a
If they
discussion.
come knock on the door, I'm not answering because I don't know
They're
the.
trying to figure out the base of the ball.
No, that's what I'm saying. If they come knock on the door, I'm hiding. I'm hiding. I'm not answering.
You're the tournament director.
I'm not answering.
You've got to come up with an answer.
Oh no, is he
Here he
walking over here?
comes.
I'm
He's coming
hiding.
over here. Base.
It's base of the ball.
I don't know.
I'm hiding. Base of the ball. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you can play it two different ways, but I don't know what the real one pocket rule.
It's base of the ball.
Okay, so now that's a huge call.
You said base of the ball?
I don't know what the right rule is.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Do you want to stop?
I meant if it's touching, it's in.
Oh, so you should probably go. Well, he's going to shoot it now. Maybe you want to go interject.
I can't
this.
stop now, can
Yeah,
I?
you should go tell him because you're right. If it's touching, it's in. He's given a timeout to Mark. So we're kind of the refs and the commentators back here, and so that when you're in or out of the kitchen, where the whole ball has to be out of the kitchen to be out of the kitchen. We're not going base of the ball here. So now Josh is out there having a discussion with Mark, saying that the 3-ball is in the kitchen because if any part of it is in the kitchen, it's in the kitchen. So again, they're discussing that, and Mark is disagreeing. I think he's probably played it both ways. So this is a big point in the game because if he could shoot the 3, he's got a chance to make a lot more balls. So I think they're going with the base of the ball.
From here on out, base of the ball.
Okay.
And I'll explain.
And he's shooting the 3. Let's see if he puts it in. He does. So Josh, go ahead and tell us what happened there.
Okay. Here's what happened. Earlier in the game, Dan put the cue ball over the line and played the base of the ball on the cue ball.
Okay.
And so that's what Mark was explaining. And then let me mark the ball.
You see what he's got 6.
6. So then we all talked it out, all 3 of us, and we just said, okay, if that happened, we're not going to go back and assess a foul or whatever. We're not going to change the rule. We just said, they both agreed, and I just wanted to make sure everyone's cool. And we just said, let's just play the rest of the match base of the ball, and they agreed, and everyone was
Okay.
good.
All right.
That's what our thing is. But Derby, it is touching.
Yeah.
You can't have the cue ball outside and the ball. As far as I understand from being there and playing there and watching stuff there, everything needs to be inside the kitchen for sure.
And that's why I've played in the past too.
Yeah.
And I said base of the ball, but I was obviously wrong on that.
Yeah. And I was like,
But they're playing base of the ball, so you can play it either way. You just have to agree ahead of time.
yeah. Well, for sure, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that worked.
So we're at 6-2.
Yeah,
Mark
and they're
is-
both good dudes. Like Dan is like a world-class nice guy, and Mark was really gracious about it. And so here we go.
So Mark's taking a pretty commanding lead again. So Dan's trying to stay in this game.
Get back in the game, honestly. Well, stay in the game and get back in the game. That was kind of he's not happy with that one, understandably. But his unhappy is just shrugging and going to his chair. If you want to watch, if you're ever live and you can watch a player play pool that plays with a really good attitude, Dan is top shelf in that area. Super calm. Looks like he's doesn't look like he's half asleep, but he is very calm at the table. Nothing really gets upsetting to the guy. I've never heard of him get upset. I've never seen him get upset. He's just very relaxed. Doesn't, just like that situation. He's just like Mr. Chill.
So he's banking the 5.
Okay. And what a sick cue
Yeah,
ball.
it's a great cue ball.
Yeah,
Got him
again.
froze on the,
Yeah.
I think that's 13.
And I don't think he can shoot the 15 because he's stuck on that.
Yeah, I think
That's right.
he's hooked on that ball.
Yeah. Good shot.
So he probably tries to double him up on the 9 and the, what is that up there with the 9?
Well, he's shooting the 10 bank and he's going to
Bring the cue ball behind the 2 balls.
I don't think so. I think the cue ball's going to stay behind that 12.
Okay.
whatever that number is, he's going to stick it and double him on that ball. I mean, or put it like that area is fine too. See, the other thing is with him leaving him there on that 5 like that, that's a 1 ball give. That gives 1 if he can make it, you know?
I feel like there's more than 1 there.
How? Is he going to smash this 5?
Well, it just goes 1 rail up and get right on the pink 4.
Oh, good luck. I'm saying he's almost straight in, bro.
Agreed, but
If you move that cue ball over 1 inch to the left, that's you know, okay, fine.
So I mean, he had a chance to.
Yeah. I'm saying
I just don't like
that
where he put the
particular
cue
outcome.
ball.
What if the cue ball was 2 inches to the
It makes it
towards
harder.
left on our side?
It makes it harder.
Then it's straight in and he's not leaving right, you know.
That was why I liked going behind the 9 ball instead.
Okay.
But he wanted to get the 10 by his hole, so I understand why he did it.
Ooh, that was a Fanaruski.
Yeah. And he actually, I don't know if he covered him on the.
He might have. Okay, did he make a ball?
He did make a ball.
How many Fanaruskis do I get for the stream?
He doubled them up here. You can have as many as you want.
Really? No, they don't do that often. So you're giving me. That's. You just put a
That's
move on
really
me.
nothing, yeah,
You just put a move on me because there's only gonna be 1 or 2 fan shots the whole set. So I could say as
Doesn't
many as I
happen.
want.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't happen.
You get as many as you want. What do you do here? Because I think he covered him
Well,
to get to the 10. Can he spin this and to try and make the 10? 1 rail.
yeah.
You know,
Matt's
just give him the
8.
ball. Yeah, just
Matt's
mass
8 and give him the ball.
Give him the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had 6-3,
There is a
but the cue ball could get away then.
there's a Blastorama available.
You could go blast
15?
into the bottom of the 1 rail back.
1 rail
to the
of
bottom
10.
of 10.
Yeah.
You're right. There is a blaster room available.
You could bank the 4 and put the cue ball and double. That's not. He's going to do that. He's looking at the first shot you talked about. That's a simple shot. He's probably just going to do it. Yep.
He took it out.
But this is a problem. Could be. He got
Came
that
out
worked
okay.
out. That worked out.
Yeah, it
Yep.
came out really well.
But he there was like the speed that was at, that could have been a 3 ball. But he had to do something. It just, you know, so it's
chose
not a
to take it
bad
out.
shot. I'm not saying it's a bad shot.
Yeah.
Not or that it was a bad lucky outcome or anything like that. That's not it. It just, I was watching the cube. I'm like, ooh, that's why takeouts are difficult. Like that's why I'll say that this way. That's why I get anxious on takeouts a little bit, as not playing that often, because I don't like just shooting shots and kind of having them go wild. But it's necessary part of the game is what I'm saying.
Well, and that's where he made a decision. Do I want to make the ball or do I want to take it out?
And he took it
that's
out.
an art.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can take it out, try and take it out and leave a shot.
Is it art or is it science, Brian? A little bit of both.
I think it's both, yes.
I just blew your mind, didn't I?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I bring to your broadcast. annoying words and mind blowing.
Yeah, you give t-shirt words.
T-shirt
worthy words.
T-shirt worthy words. Okay, so he's just going to bank and double, bank and double, bank and double. So step 1, bank. Step 2, doubled up. Nice shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Nice.
So he might have been able to bank the 13 here.
Or do you shoot? Yep.
Because you can get the cue ball over by the right rail.
Is that
long
that's
rail?
hard? Even if it was frozen on that right rail, I guess it's a pretty wild shot.
Yeah, that 11 is thin from there.
He's looking at.
He's looking at making this ball and taking that 11 out,
Yep.
maybe.
That's exactly what he's looking at. Step 1,
Took it out.
step 2, and
So he was I think more focused on the cue ball there.
yes, yep.
Wanted to make sure he took that ball out.
Yeah, yep. I'm learning, bro. Gotta focus on the cue ball.
Focus on the cue ball. Yeah, you're
Focus
right.
on the cue ball.
Yeah. Yeah, the cue ball is because that ball was hard to make, so you had to make sure that he hit that 11.
You
he's gonna bank this
who
right
told
over
me
there.
Focus on the cue ball.
Like Pankoff.
You mother effer.
Oh, okay.
You told me.
Oh, he made this bank?
Oh, what a shot! You told me on safeties, pick one.
Pick one, yeah.
But then when Brecky Pancake was talking about one pocket with me and Banks, he's like, you got to focus on the cue ball. So it's you two guys. Nice shot, great bank,
And so he's on 4.
and he's got a shot to get on
On the 10.
the 10.
It's a hard shot.
Little
though.
angle.
Difficult shot.
He's a
What a great
man.
shot.
What a shot! Oh, you got the check. Do you see the check on there? If it was
Great
going the
shot.
other direction, he'd be in trouble.
So if he makes this 10, he's tied. We're down to race 2.
If he makes a straight in 10 ball,
Well, if he fires it trying to get up table, he could miss it.
But he's not gonna do that.
I don't think he will either. I'm not familiar with Dan's game, so
Well, he's not an
I'm
idiot.
getting from. I might fire
I'm
it.
familiar with Dan. Dan's not an idiot. That's the fact. Okay, so this is tricky because if he tries to bank and cover behind those balls, he could sell out.
I don't think he's going to do that. He got
could
6
bank-
though, so we're at 6-6.
Okay, bro. Okay, 3 left, 6-6.
Race to 2 balls here. This
Yeah.
is a great game.
Ain't nobody shooting that shot, I guess, huh?
Does he- you
Except for
could
me,
just-
I'm a fish.
You could just pocket the 15 here.
Ooh, no, he's looking at. He might shoot that shot.
Yeah, you're right.
Kind of a really good
double him.
No. He's playing safe.
Yeah,
Nice shot, Danny.
I almost like making the 15
I might
there.
be the only guy that calls him Danny.
You could be.
Making the 15?
Yeah, just to make him think about it.
All right, then.
So now there's going to be just some,
Moving, as they
just a
say in
little
the
bit.
game.
Yeah, just moving the balls just in small areas now. I don't think there's a shot at a pocket here. They don't see it, so they're just trying to move the balls kind of in their favor.
Yeah, he's just going to chip the 12 into that pack
Bring
again.
the cue ball back
Bring the
down.
cue ball back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He's not really giving anything up there.
Yeah.
And, yep.
I think the only thing he would like to done different is freeze him on the rail.
Oh, yeah. Let's find out what Mark does. Okay, that's good.
No, he might freeze him. So it's a big difference. He didn't quite get there. But he's close to the end rail. They really, when they shoot these shots, they want to get back and freeze on the lower rail.
The challenge is here, if he hits it with speed to come all the way back from this distance on this ball, it could go all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
If he catches the end rail first, it could just bank wild. If he cuts it thin, he could make it on accident. We'll see what he does. Yep, that's good.
Yeah, hit it thin. Try and get the cue ball to the end rail.
Nice.
So Mark's going to shoot the same shot, right? One rail back with the cue ball.
Yeah. And that one was not as hard.
Yeah, he didn't want to sell out the bank like Josh said. If he shot it too hard, he might have sold out the bank.
Yeah. He would need to hit that pretty thin to get the cue ball back.
Yeah.
So Dan,
Similar position where we were 3 shots ago. So
Yeah.
a lot of this stuff comes up over and over again.
it's just interesting. How do you change the dynamic if you're Dan? Because you don't want to just keep doing this. I guess you could try to.
Well,
I guess you don't really need to change the dynamic. Oh, this could kick right behind it up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he's going to do that.
He didn't even look at it.
No, he didn't.
Stick, and then he's stuck on both of them, and the ball's in front of his pocket.
Yeah.
Because that 9 ball was big there to block. Dan's gonna maybe want to get rid of that situation. Maybe Dan sees it.
Yeah, he does. Well, he does. He's hit the 9 though.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Neither one of these guys in mind playing this game. They'll just sit and do this until they got a good opportunity to do something offensive.
Until the cows come home.
Yeah, they're both really comfortable with this game because I
Yes.
think they're both confident in their cue balls
Yeah.
and their knowledge. So they're just going to dink these balls around here until someone gets an opportunity to get something by their hole.
Okay, so if you're Dan, you're trying to not give anything up and somehow get stuff going like this, where you can at least
This is what I thought he should have
create
done
something
before.
going. Yeah.
He spotted the ball and see what Mark does.
Yeah.
And I like this play. Now let's see how Mark handles this. Do you
Does he
just
whack
bank
it
this
back
by
up
his
table, or does he try to bank the 15 and stick them on top of the 9?
I feel like you run rail the 13 to your side and put the cue ball on the end rail.
Yeah. I was just saying, run rail the 15, stick the cue ball on the top of the 9, and then
Yeah, you could do that too.
create some pressure.
Yeah, no, that might be what he does.
I'm not saying that's a great shot,
because that's
if you've taken this long to play the game, that's opening the game up shot, and they're not playing like a wide open game.
No.
So he's shooting your shot. It totally makes sense. My shot's a little impatient, admittedly so.
but that 13 is a threat now. So Dan's got to be careful with what he does in the cue balls. He might have to thin the 15
Well, isn't he thinking about getting the 13?
Maybe he'll hit the 13 just up by those balls, huh?
Can he
Stick 'em
bank
up
the
again?
13 back by his hole and just try to beat the double kiss? Like just roll the cue ball? No, he's not. He's chipping it on his side,
Yeah.
which is good. It's a good shot.
Yeah,
Good cue ball. Look at the cue
very
ball.
good cue ball.
Yep. Okay, now Mark likes to one rail bank this, maybe, or he might two rail bank it, or he's just cutting it across. Okay.
Yeah, they're playing a very safe
I thought he might
game.
cut bank it and get the cue ball by the 9-15
Yeah.
for some coverage, but that maybe wasn't available, and maybe he just has a different play in mind too, you know? Like I'm looking at these shots that are aggressive and they've just played this Wild West game to get to 6-6 and there's 3 balls on the table, and I get why they're not thinking Wild West.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to play the Wild West game from right here.
Yeah, it's easier to get through when you're
I
watching.
know
over
why
here.
Mike does it. Gets excited and he plays the Wild West game.
You gonna spot this 9?
Dan that's a good shot.
Yeah, he thought about making the 9 just like he had done previously.
Yeah, just leaving him, on that. Now this 2-railer, and then he could stick on the 15.
I don't think he's got.
Oh, he
the
can't.
two-railer.
He's got the 2-railer, but not the cue ball back. He's going to stick the cue ball
does have the
there. The
two-railer.
2-railer's like that.
He's good at these shots.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, he had to go forward to get that angle for the 2-rail.
Now he just clears that, right? Shoots it 2 rails up table on his side. Is that what he does here?
I think so. And the cue ball just down by his pocket on the end rail-ish.
You banked it.
Oh, he banked it.
Nice shot.
That's a good shot. And now this is get cleared. This is like this could be a Fanaruski if you tried to bank it.
True, you're right.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna
he's not.
get it on his side of the table. I like how he shot that 3 rails onto his side.
Good. Yep.
Give a threat. Put a threat on his side. Make Dan deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now he just might push that 13 up table.
And push it.
Push it up by the other 2
the
balls.
2 balls, yeah. The problem is the cue ball. You're gonna.
Or he
can
might put
the
it on his side of the
cue
table.
ball. Oh, he kicked it on his side of the table.
Yeah.
It's a good little shot.
Might have gave up a 2 railer here.
I don't think so. Maybe. That's pretty tight into that pocket.
I feel like he likes a 2 railer. He's just trying to figure out where to put the cue ball.
I know, but the 2-railer seems like it's coming down towards the end rail, not the pocket, which is fine. But maybe he's doing that. I think he's looking at that. Your shot. I think, yeah. Yeah, you're right. The 2-railer, and then he's going to drag the cue ball with a chalk and try to double them up.
Yeah, I mean, he could double him up here. He could, really get a ball out of this exchange if he gets behind those other 2 balls.
Okay, step 1, 2 rails, not behind it.
But he might have made it. No.
Nope. Okay, well, Dan's got a cross bank here.
This is a bank where if he shoots the cross bank, he wants to get this ball close.
Yeah.
Speed is crucial here.
He'll cross bank it, and he'll 4-rail the 15.
Made the ball, I think. Speed was really good. Didn't scratch.
I'm not sure Mark
Does this ball come out?
loves that outcome.
Can he
That
can he
almost
take this
scratched.
ball out?
Well, he's shooting a little quick here, so I think he's doing the takeout.
Went in the
he
hole.
gave it a shot.
Oh, he scratched.
This is-
Look at this.
That actually was a good outcome.
That was
'Cause the ball
crazy.
spots.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Mark is shaking his head. He couldn't believe that happened. I can't believe that happened either. So instead of it being 7-6, we're at 6-5, which is huge for Mark.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was a huge,
Yeah.
I would say, a roll for Mark.
Yeah. Mark's pace was pretty quick there.
Yeah, he just got up there and said, I'm taking this out.
Yeah. Which there's not a lot to think about, I guess. I could have thought about making it, but that puts him on the hill. So, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense then.
I would have been tempted to try to make both those balls, that shot where you draw it back from the kitchen. I can't remember what we hit.
Oh, you love that shot?
Yeah, I like that shot.
You love that shot. I know you. Oh, 2-railer on the 12. Cue ball up by his side rail. Oh, he's sticking it. That's an interesting shot. He's going to stick it. Oh, no, he went forward. Okay. He cued it forward. It just looked like he was cueing down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
Sometimes I think he cues down on that a little to be a little more accurate, so he can hit the cue ball more in the center. Make sure he hits it in
Cues
the
down
center.
and then finishes up, you mean?
Yeah, well, just you can shoot from the rail if the cue ball's off the rail just a little bit. You can shoot at a downward angle and still shoot a follow
Yeah,
shot.
gotcha.
So it was like a stun follow.
Done run through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this
He
is a
might have gave up a
problem.
shot here.
Yeah, he almost raked the ball with his cue.
But
was not happy.
Mark's on 5 though, so he can't. He's not gonna.
Yeah, he's not going
here.
to lose, but I mean, he's
So you bank the 3 and then bank the 13.
make the 3 and bank the 13.
Yeah,
Whatever that ball is. Yeah, I mean,
that's what he's looking at. I think.
yeah, yep, yeah, for sure. That's a great shot.
And now he can go up and get behind that
He
ball up
actually
there.
can, yeah. So this is a.
Maybe not. He might be too thin to do that.
Oh, he's looking. He's got to have a plan.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, he can 3-rail the 15 to his hole.
Well, the
There's a lot of
important thing is
stuff that
putting the
can
ball
happen.
in,
You got to make the ball step 1.
and it didn't go in. That's where the pockets are playing tight. Now, what do you do with this ball?
He can't jump it off the table because we ain't playing that game anymore. He's gonna have to follow it in. He's just giving it up.
He's just giving it up instead.
Okay.
So now it's 7-6, Mark. That was a big exchange.
If the door got knocked on that time, I knew the answer. The answer was no. If he was like, "Can I jump it off the table?" I'd be like, "No."
No, you can't do that.
We decided that we're not doing that anymore. We did that one stream and it was a bleep show, so we're not doing it.
So what are you doing instead of that, Josh?
Well, they just have to do what he just did.
Okay.
You have to scratch to get the ball to the
Yeah.
spot.
So what if you jumped a ball off the table? You get kicked out of the slate.
I bar him for life. Bar him for life.
They're out.
They're out for life. Dan, you're out for life. No.
Do you like 2-railing this ball
Is he
or banking at 1 rail?
1 rail?
That's what he did. Now he
This is
probably
a
left the
problem,
bank
though.
here.
Yeah, he might have left return bank.
This is a chance to win the game.
Yep.
Mark
He's
is good
lining
at
it
these
up quick.
banks.
He's good. Okay. Well, he hit a little bit.
He didn't want to make the 9. That would have been trouble.
That would have been a loss of game.
Yeah, if he would have made the 9.
Potentially. So that was a borderline Fanaruski.
I'll give
Does he
that.
2-rail the 15 like a boss?
I don't think so.
Okay, he's just kicking it to his side, or he's cutting it.
Gotta get to his
Okay,
side.
thank
Just
Okay.
it probably is harder than he wanted it. Don't you think that the ball went up a little higher than he would like
No,
it to have
because
it go?
lower it's a 2-rail.
True.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Look at that cue ball. Excellent cue ball.
Kick bank, bro.
I think you're nuts.
Nuts. If it was closer to the rail, if it was an inch closer to the rail,
Maybe. I could maybe get him forward then. He's gonna make the 9.
he's gonna make the
He's
9.
done this before.
This is a great shot.
Yeah, so he's just gonna
Yep, because he needs them both. Now Mark's just gonna pump it back up table.
or just cut it onto his side again, 1 rail, and put the cue on the end rail.
Well, that too.
See if he does that.
Man, he could leave a return bank if he doesn't pump it back up table. He's putting it up table. It's not Mark's first 1-pocket tournament.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if he's been to a rodeo, but he's been to 1-pocket
Slate
tournament.
1-pocket champion at
Yes.
the moment, so
Yes.
he's the king of the hill.
Rodeo is wise. Does he strike you as a rodeo guy? Weaver?
Mark,
I bet she's been to a rodeo.
I doubt it.
I'm betting.
We'll find out.
We'll find out
Yeah.
after the tournament, at break. Okay, good shot, Dan. Gets on that end rail, doesn't leave much. Mark's ready to rock. Mark is gonna bank it up by the 15, and he's got a little bit of inside on it to kill it. It's a nice shot. Well, let's see. Ooh, does a 2-rail 9 ball go?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. And
Just
to me, it's
hit the chalk, baby.
and then try and freeze the cue ball on the end rail.
Yeah.
Don't let your cue ball go, because then it makes it hard for Mark to take it, harder for him to take it out if you don't make it.
Take
He's
care of
not doing
Whitey.
that. He's rolling.
Okay. He's going the 15, which is fine. And his plan was to stick him on
Yeah,
it.
good shot.
Okay. There's nothing to do on the score. That makes it easy on me.
It does make it easy on you. He's going to shoot this high inside,
And
go
fan
2
it,
rails
and
behind.
He's going to go down by his pocket. Yeah. And, ooh, interesting. Well, does he bank the 1 rail on the 15?
That's what, well, bank
And
the
put
9, you mean?
The 15.
Well, you could bank the 9 also.
He could zigzag. Well, he's going to play safe-ish. I'm saying he could have banked the 15 at his two-railed it. This is a great shot. Cue ball. He's trying to put the cue. He's trying to win the game.
He made it.
He made it. He was trying to win the game.
Great shot.
That was sick.
Great shot.
That shot was far better than the shot I was thinking of. I was thinking about zigzagging the cue ball back 3 rails.
This is kind of how we thought this would play out, that this was going to be a tight match all the way through. And Mark said that before the match started.
So he's going to push the ball on his side and put the cue ball over here. And now Mark's got a 2-railer. Oh, he's got a kick bank.
Kick bank.
Kick bank.
You're still crazy. I just feel like disaster happening. But I like the 2-railer. I do like the 2-railer. But
Where's the cue ball going, bro?
when I hit this, I want to hit this with stop the ball close to the end rail so that it's hard to shoot the bank from there. But you really have to control your cue ball in this shot.
But the cue ball is going to go to the center. It's going to be
No.
with a stop shot on the 2-rail. You got to cut this to 2-railer, bro.
I agree, but I want
If
to.
you're not cutting it, you're going to go 3 rails towards the side.
I agree with you. But I think you can draw this ball and keep it on the end rail
Yeah, towards your side of the
towards your-
table.
yeah,
So you've got to hope the cue ball, that 9 ball doesn't float over towards his side of the table because the cue ball's on your side of the table.
you do.
But we control all that with the kick bank. Cue ball stays there, the
Yeah.
9 ball goes to my side.
Let's see what he does. He's going to do neither one.
Never going to kick bank.
He's going to do something other than either
If
one
this
of us.
ball was a little closer to the rail, someone's going to kick bank one of these days. He shot your shot and the cue ball. Oh,
Correct.
no.
So now we'll see how Dan is on spot shots. This is a spot shot to win the game.
Okay, he's down 6.
Spot shots are difficult. Let's see what
They are
Dan
not
does.
easy.
Especially, when you're on the hill, it's like, if I make this
know.
ball, I'm in. Does
Dan's
he draw
gonna-
this or he roll it?
He's going to shoot with he's going to fire with confidence no matter what he does.
Nice shot.
Yep.
Dan wins the game.
Nice shot, Dan. Dan just said, I'm just going to shoot it in. How about that?
It's such a tough game because that cue ball got away from Mark just a little bit there and it scratches. You just have to watch the whitey, and that's what Josh was just saying. It's just so critical. He probably hit the 9 a little thin, so the cue ball ran on him and he ended up scratching, and Dan made a nice shot. So we're 1-0 Dan, and Dan got that game off of Mark's break, so he really likes his position now because now he's breaking up 1-0, and it's to your advantage playing one pocket to break the balls. Looks like he's going to keep the same pocket. He's going to keep our lower right as his pocket. Let's see what he does on the break. I like the break.
That's a great break.
Yeah, he played it with a lot of inside, and he parked that cue ball really close to the rail. So that's an excellent break.
Yeah.
And he got 4 balls really over on his side.
Yep. And the 9 goes, but it's kind of, there's a little congestion with the 9-6. But he's got some threat. The 13's got a little threat action. Yeah.
Might take Mark a little while to figure out how he wants to try and get out of this.
Yeah.
Again, you could shoot the, kick to the end rail and back down, back behind the 9, take a foul even.
Yeah, kick between the 13 and the 3.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a tight window. I don't think here he goes. He's doing your thing. He's looking.
Yeah, that's what he does. It's one thing I've noticed about Mark. He gets down on the ball, looks at it, and he gets back up.
Have you mentioned that before?
I mentioned that a few minutes ago.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I'm doing my thing.
I'm busting your.
This is
your
what you do when
onions.
you do commentary. You say things over and over again.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Like the pink 4 ball?
You do.
And Blastorama?
Blastorama.
I know, I say things over and over. What a hypocrite.
I think that
I'm a hypocrite, is what I'm saying.
No,
You say something twice and I'm all over your scene, and I say things 50 times to where you want to kick me out, and I act like it's nothing. So the 3 and the 9 are kind of doubled up. So if the cue ball could get up to the end rail somehow, but I think that doesn't go off the 13. You know, it's not like this great shot, but to have the cue ball up by the end rail, because the 3-9 combo ain't happening. But he's trying to figure it out. Is there anything he can kick behind? He's kind of looking at a lot of different things. We'll see what he comes up with. He likes something down here.
he likes it, but he doesn't.
Well,
You can tell that.
He prefers it, I would say, at this point, because he's been looking mostly down at this side of the table. So I don't know if he's looking at.
I think in the end he's going to kick to the end rail and go behind. Try and get
Yeah,
behind
he's
the
in a
9.
spot. He's definitely in a spot, and he knows it. So this is really cool the way he's taking time like this. That I'm learning right now, because
Well, this might be the most critical shot of the game already.
well, that's what I'm learning.
Yeah.
That this is critical.
Yeah.
You got to take your time.
You do. And this takes just a lot of knowledge because there is nothing apparent here.
I was gonna say apparent. That's nice. Good word choice. Nothing obvious.
I think he's gonna
He's
do
doing
my
your
shot.
shot. Yep, he's doing it. This is a good shot because even if he misses everything, he's still on the end rail. He just doesn't
Yeah,
want to
he's
hit
gonna take
anything
a
going
ball.
in. He doesn't want to hit high on stuff.
This is a good
This
shot.
is like
Take the foul.
almost the best outcome he could have. Honestly,
Yeah, I really
close
don't
to
think
it
there's anything else
because he's
there.
blocked from the 7. You know, the problem is it only got him out of this shot. Now Dan could simply chip the 13 and put him up by his pocket, and he's still in big trouble because if he gets him by the pocket, let's say by the first diamond up there on the side rail, he can't kick and get at the 9, and he can't, you know, do anything great there.
But he still loves where he came out. And he's at -1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he loves where he ended up here. He's still fighting.
Dan's not looking at my spot. -1. Okay.
-1 for Mark.
Now he's,
But I hear what you're
Nope,
saying.
He was looking around first, and then he was going to shoot the shot here. Now, I think the key is to get on the side rail so that he can't kick behind it, which he did. He went way up. Well, he went so.
He might went too hard
He
here.
went really far up the side rail. Actually, he kind of got away with it,
Yeah,
honestly.
there was
He
the
still blocked
pack
him.
was so big.
Yeah, it's possible that he was just getting to that far, you know, and that was harder to control from up on that side rail.
I'm surprised you haven't said Blastorama here.
Well, I'm not an idiot, Brian. I wouldn't shoot it here. I might actually, now that you say it.
Can you use the 7 ball here and get below the 9?
Yeah, I think that's what he's shooting.
You could either go through the 7 or you could thin the 7.
Oh, through the 7's tricky, bro.
It is. It is.
Through the 7 has that 6 ball looking big.
I agree.
This is a nice
He's
little
hitting it
shot.
thin, but you can
That's good.
scratch it. Like he
No,
must
that's
have been
good.
going into the 9 on purpose.
Yeah,
Because otherwise he was going to scratch.
Yeah, safe little shot. He didn't. Yeah,
It's going to be similar to last game where he's just trying to get out of the break here,
yeah. He's trying to
especially being down 1 game to
somehow
0.
destroy Dan's position while he puts
Yeah.
stuff over on his side to maybe build his position like Dan did the last game. Or no,
And
Mark did the last game.
it's difficult for Dan to get behind the stack here.
Yes.
So he made a nice shot. Mark did here.
And see, if he chips this 9 and goes up towards my favorite spot on the table, he's got to contend with the 11 in the side there and the 3 going by it. That's a weird little angle to get through that window there. It looks big from here, but because the 9 ball just stays because you have to hit it so thin, it just gets going to float over by the 5-6.
Yeah.
But he's not doing that.
He's going to
gonna
kick
do something
soft and take a foul.
potentially, or he's going to, yeah,
He's going to take a foul.
Yep, just put him over there and make him do something.
Yeah, he just said, "I'll take a." I want to keep my
Position.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to keep my, as Mike Pankoff would say, he wants to keep the. I don't know how he says it. Something about he wants to keep the balls in his favor.
Balls in his favor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike can tell me if that's not how he says it, but I think that's how he says it.
Well, and I would say, if I was Mike Pankoff, that Mark needs to be careful because the balls are kind of ready.
That's the other thing
Yeah,
he
I like
says.
that
You're right.
saying, yeah,
I like
because
that.
the balls are they're very close to being ready.
Yes, they are ready. I don't know if Mike's listening, but
I don't. If he's not, his ears are burning.
yeah,
for
exactly.
Sure. Okay, so what do we got here?
So we're
He's in a
-1
tough
to
spot.
-1.
He's in a tough spot. As they say in "Oh Brother Where Art Thou," we're in a
thing
tight
is,
spot, boys.
he could take another foul and just hit this cue ball 2 rails behind the 9.
Yes, and he doesn't have to foul because
he might hit the 9.
Hit the 9, yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what he's doing, unless he pulls up. But no, it seems like that's the right shot.
yeah, he's just taking the foul.
Yeah.
He's like,
Stacking
okay,
up the pennies.
-2.
Okay. We don't really have a penny rule here. Do you have till like midnight tonight?
I don't know. It might be. It could
4:20
be.
right now,
Yeah,
bro.
it could be. I was gonna go golfing. Not tonight.
What are you kidding me? That's ambitious.
Just 9 holes.
Oh, okay.
I thought he could
I was
golf
gonna-
by 7 o'clock.
Okay, what's he
But we
doing
might
here?
not make 7 o'clock.
So
Again, he might.
Dan is gonna. No, now he can. Now he's gonna thin something and stick him. I think. Thin the 7, stick him behind the between the 10 and the 11.
If he can hit the 10 full, he can go forward through
Well,
it.
no, he can't.
But he
though.
can't see it full.
Yeah.
But it's hard to hit that 10 thin enough to go back into the stack.
I don't think he can even hit that thin. That I think he's got to hit the 7 and spin it inside.
That's a hard shot.
I'm not saying it's easy. And it opens the 6 up, which is garbage.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to come up with something.
I guess that's why Mark go ahead and took the foul.
Ooh.
I think he can hit that 10 thin and go into the stack.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
looks
thin
like
it.
that. It looks like it. Just. Yeah. Okay. That was.
He
a
shot
lot
your shot where he went high
easier.
inside.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a great shot.
Okay. I thought
He had more ball than we
He
thought.
had a bunch of the ball. Yep.
And Mark's kind of back where he was.
It's not a fun spot to be.
And he's going to see how many fouls he's going to take.
Yeah, I know there's some places where they have like a rule, but I can't.
Yeah, where they
You can only take so many fouls.
Yeah,
Derby
exactly.
has some sort
yeah.
of rule.
I
Like
mean, I've
that.
seen people get 8 balls. you know,
Yeah, there's
8,
stacking
10
pennies.
balls. They don't care.
I don't think he's doing that now. I think he's gonna.
It's going on the 15.
Yeah, and
That didn't work out the best. But I don't know if either the 5 or the 9 go up on that. He might have knocked
the
off.
5's got to go. Yeah, maybe you're right.
It's hard to
No,
tell.
you're right. Neither of them go.
I bet you it could
think
be
you're
one of
right.
those situations where you can't make either one.
Yeah, but the 6 goes off of it,
Yeah, right.
so you gotta be careful.
But again, he's just got to keep him behind the stack. Just keep putting the pressure on Mark.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna go forward.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mark's in a pretty big pickle right now.
Shout out to our videographer. I really like this view.
Jonathan's an absolute beast. The guy's a crusher. He changed my bum life. Okay, so. And this is just getting started. Like, we got the different technology, different angles, it's a lot of stuff, different pans and zooms, and we're just step by step. But we have the technology set. We just have to dial it.
Getting better all the time. Nothing easy here again.
Yeah, see, I don't mind that spot right there if he banked the 10 and put the cue ball up there, because that 5-9 is kind of blocking everything.
I like kicking 2 rails and trying to hit the 9. And just keep playing the game. But maybe he's going to try and stick in the stack again here. Block him with the stack.
If he does that, he might hit with some pace.
Yeah.
And
Bad things could happen is what you're thinking?
no, I'm just trying to not use my word up yet.
Oh, I see.
If he hits it with some pace and
Yeah, we aren't gonna-
things go kind of blasting around.
I was going to say maybe we should use an acronym for that. BAR. He's going to bar these.
B-O-R-Rama.
I was thinking
Blast.
Rama.
Was it Blast
No,
O-Rama?
it could be O,
Blast
you're right. So it's bore. He's going to bore
Bore.
these
He's gonna
balls. That's another way to say
gonna
it.
bore 'em.
Yeah. Nobody understands what we're talking about right now, but
If they've seen the last stream, maybe. Yeah.
yeah.
I just, yeah.
Is he going to kick rail like I thought behind to the 9?
Going with your shot. Oh, wait a minute. He miscalculated.
Yeah,
I think he was
he
pretty.
got up like kind of quick after he made the decision.
There was maybe a little frustration in play there, honestly. You know, he was in a spot. He's been in a spot for 10 minutes basically, or since the game started. He's down -2.
Now this is huge. Whether or not if the 5 or 9, neither one of them go.
I think the 9 does not go in this angle, and
I
I
don't know
think
if
if
the
you
5
switch
goes.
angle, the 5 doesn't go.
So
Yeah, neither of them go.
so he knows he's got to get in these
Got to
balls.
deal with it.
somehow.
Well, if he draws back on the 7, he could clip the 9 and the 5-9 open. He gets him out of the way of the 15. You get a lot of balls here.
But it's
If he
trickier than
punches
it looks.
forward, he'd have to cheat the pocket. It's really doesn't. I don't know how much pocket it's a tight pocket.
I think he might be able to make the 6 and go into the 9 right here.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
But it's pretty tight. He's got to borrow the
Yeah, he's got to
right
hit
side of the
6
pocket.
into our left side of the pocket.
Our left, yeah, his right.
But if he does that and goes straight to the 9, the 9's going to go right by the hole.
Yeah, it's money. Yeah, if he can go forward on this into the 9, it's Yahtzee, because those balls open up. He's got shape on the 5.
Right.
All those balls, like 2, 4, 6. 7. He's sitting on 7 right now. If he can get this open.
And he knows he's got to get the second one to get to 7.
Yes.
So it's an interesting position that we're in right here.
And he's also got to make some pretty good shots to get all 7.
Yeah, right. It's
It's not just like he gets 7 if he touches the 9. It's gives him an opportunity to have the balls are almost ready. Touching the 9 would make them ready.
I don't think he likes the 6 going forward to the 9. Otherwise, I think he would have shot it.
That 6 was gone and that cue ball was right where it was. He could go into that 9 or even back a little bit. Right?
Yeah. So you're saying,
No, well, he needed to be back and flatter. That's pretty steep to scoop into that 9 from there.
Right.
So he would need to be, he'd have to hit it on the other side of the pocket.
Yeah.
And change his
But then you're
angle
pushing
to
the
get
ball away.
flatter.
So he might be going into the 9 here. No, he's just going back to the 7.
Which, yeah,
I think he got steeper than he wanted.
yeah. See, I was saying you hit into the side of the pocket, and then you can drop back
Right.
flatter on the 7.
Now we're going to find out what balls go here.
Well,
He's in trouble.
I'm gonna say nothing from where he's gonna end
Yeah,
up,
so he just ended up with 2.
but
So he's going to use his combo though. You never know, it
kinda-
might go.
it could, yeah, for
So-
sure.
Dan's got 1 ball now because
Okay,
he
I'm
was
sorry.
-1.
Thanks, bro.
So he's going to shoot the combo. Let's
He's
see what happens. And he can
shooting
get
into
behind the
9.
stack. He
Yeah,
can put
is
the
he
cue
gonna
ball behind the
roll?
stack.
Roll, yeah, that's good. Yep, he's just gonna stick him. That was all cue ball and opening, and just put him in an absolute torture chamber.
Yep.
I'm gonna call this a torture chamber.
Yeah. So he just decided to cut the 7 in and just keep putting the pressure on.
Yep. I mean, this is
Dan's not out of this break yet. I mean,
Mark.
Mark's not out of this break yet.
he's in a big trap right now.
This is even harder because the 5's have been closer to the hole.
Yeah. This is a pretty big trap. Unless
Can he hit the
get
3?
the low side of this and scoop down by the 5, but that's pretty tricky.
If he could bank the 3.
Ooh, into that 14, the 6. He's looking at the 6 right now.
Yeah. If he
I
could
like it.
bank that 3.
I think he's looking at
the
the
cue
6.
ball on this side rail so that he can't make the 5.
He's looking at the bank combo, the
Yeah,
3 into the
he's
4
wondering
into
if
the
that thing
14 into
is
the
wired.
6. Yes.
Yeah.
Look at he's looking, he's lining, he looks excited.
Yeah.
He
This
looks
could be a crowd pleaser.
This is a crowd pleaser. Get your DVRs ready. Or
Let's
whatever.
find out. I mean, this could go really well or really
This could get
poorly.
crazy because that 3 ball, if he hits the shot he wants to hit, if it doesn't go, that 3 ball goes right down by his hole. There's big problems. It's gonna move furniture and there's balls that go. That 15 goes. I mean, you got to kind of push your chips in if you're gonna shoot that shot. I don't think he's gonna shoot it. Oh, he kicked it. Okay, nice
Great
shot.
What a great shot.
Nice.
He saw it, which is huge. Now,
Yes.
does that 14 go?
Yeah. I saw the fanciest way possible to get it to go.
And he just kicked the one right.
He just kicked it one rail. Exactly. So now he doesn't owe 2, he owes 1.
So now he's going to try
Sorry,
it.
wrong way.
How do you get these balls out of there?
I don't know. 1 at a time, bro. That's what I say.
One at a time.
Like Johnny Cash said, one piece at a time. You could bank the 9 out and make the 5 and
You
stick them
can't
down
reach
there.
can't cue that ball.
Yeah, okay, forget that then. One piece at a time. That's what I would say.
And it's hard to get one piece. It's hard.
I'm sharing my mantra because I have a tendency to like the blast, as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So that can really lose you the game in one shot. And so I've been telling myself just one at a time.
Well,
Just one at a time,
can he
just one at
carry
a
him off
time.
this 9 and make the 5?
Bro, that's what I just said. Weren't you listening?
Oh, I wasn't.
I know. I don't listen to me either. So
I
don't
was
worry.
trying to listen, but I missed it.
That's okay. He's shooting. He's not shooting that shot. I thought you said he couldn't reach that shot. So he went with the
I thought you were talking about blasting into the 9.
No. I meant Karam. So he went with the blast shot.
And
I thought about the Karam and controlling the cue ball a little more, but it's fine. He couldn't reach. I thought you were saying he couldn't reach the shot because it was really hard to reach. But so Dan's got 4 kind of out, 5 with the 15. He's on 1. Yeah.
well, I mean, the important thing is make these first 2 get a good angle on the 9. He's
Ooh, I
going
don't
up
like this.
right now.
Oh, well, I shouldn't say I don't like this. Okay. I have no idea. That's probably a great shot.
It's a different way of playing it. I would not have played it that way, but I'm not saying I'm right.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
He does. Yeah. See, there's a theory that Mike talks about as being above the balls, and he's above the balls now. So I might have actually shot the same shot if I was thinking. Because now that I'm playing and thinking,
But don't you think you
I
could
try
have
to get
got
above the
those
ball.
2 balls low and then got above him?
Yes, of
Because now
course.
he's only going to get 3 instead of 4.
of course. So maybe it kind of depends on the layout like that. So it's not always just immediately get above the balls.
Yeah.
But if you're an above the
Eventually.
balls kind of thinking guy, which is a really good one pocket thought, then yeah, I could see digging into him like that.
I mean,
Approaching him like that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. He's got 3.
He's unfortunate that he's 3 in the 3. That's the worst spot that he could be.
Yeah,
He wanted to have an angle in the 3, and then he could have got more balls.
yeah, for him going up, you could see if he didn't get as bad as he got, there was no huge problem with going up table.
Right. It's just getting straight into the 3.
It's just the first shot he hit was a little bit too fast. It accelerated on him, the cue ball. So then he hit a shot that was a little bit tougher with a little less angle that he wanted, and then he ended up here, is all I'm saying. So I wonder if he's looking for an extension,
Yeah.
or if he's gonna, because he had the bridge. Is he left-handed?
He's left-handed.
Oh. Okay, he's
He's
good.
putting an extension on.
I'm like, why didn't he just shoot it? He's,
So do you think he's just setting up for a bank here, making this ball and setting up
Yeah.
for some kind of bank?
yeah. Well, it's hard because he's so far away. Because he's got a stroke. I mean, he could come up table, but he's so far away. I think he's just
Let's
gonna.
see what he does.
He's gonna kind of
He's
just.
loading it up, I think. No, he just,
Nah, I just shot it. Shoot the 2 ball maybe and stick it.
if the 2, yeah, he might be able to get through there and just stick the cue ball.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, he's got 4. There might be something else in the stack that he's gonna move. The 6. He could move the 6 over.
Mark's got -1.
I know.
So,
I have him.
okay. Good. Yeah, it is 4. I was just wondering about the math, and you're right. The math is correct.
Thank you. Most of the time, it's not.
This time it is.
I got lucky. So is he trying to bank the 6 towards the 13, leave the cue ball behind the stack? I think he was kind of thinking about that
Could he bank the
first.
6 and the 2 into the 6?
Well, but he's going like this type
Into
of
the 6.
thing, which is fine. He was probably would have liked it to be up a little higher.
The cue ball.
The cue ball, so those balls are protected a little bit better, but yes. See, that's why I was thinking he might have just stuck it there and kind of feathered off the 6, because then the cue ball is covered.
Right. Well, we would have to jack up because he was on the rail, so he's probably a little
Yeah.
concerned about losing the cue ball.
Yeah, and Mark's gonna probably stick him behind these 2 balls, Mickey Mouse style. Didn't quite get there. This is not the best spot to be in for Dan, but
The 13-12 goes as a combo too, so that's in Dan's favor. Does he bank the 15?
I think so, because he doesn't want to touch that.
And he could
that
cover the
combo
13,
thing,
12.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what he did.
Which is good because he's going to put him here, which is nice.
Oh, it came out
Ooh,
on him.
it came out a
So
little
now
bit.
Mark's got a shot.
Oh,
Tough
yeah.
shot.
I mean, that's a pretty bad outcome for a pretty good shot. But they're not ready, as they say in the one pocket world.
Unless the 6 goes. If the 6 goes,
They're still not ready. There's 2 balls.
they could be ready.
If he break.
If he can get on the 6 and
He
have
could
the
try
right
to
angle,
get
he
them-
could get those balls free.
Okay, get them more ready.
Yeah, get them more ready. There's a chance to get them all ready. It depends if the 6 goes or not.
Well, the 15 went. That was a great shot, Mark.
Yeah, really nice shot. He was trying
Now
to
he's
steal-
going all in. He's just going to shoot this, and that 2 ball's going to bank up. And the 13, he's going to get the balls. He's trying to get off the schneid.
The question is, the 13 go?
Well, and then the other question is,
If the 13 goes, he's just trying to make that ball.
of course, because the cue ball's going to kind of split them and end up going towards the stack, I'd think, maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit of a back and forth, and the 2 ball goes back up on Dan's side towards the side, or not that far, probably towards the chalk.
I don't know if that ball goes.
Yeah, this is a little bit tricky spot. Well, I mean, he could bank the 5 and leave the cue ball over there. That's a shot. I'm not saying he's going to shoot it. I'm just looking. He definitely likes it down here. He's going to look at everything. He's looking at the 6 a little bit. He's probably looking at all the balls to see if he pushed them over, where would they end up. Then he's back to this shot, and he's looking. He's maybe just going to play it safe and push the 2 over and then do this. And that's a nice shot.
Yeah, you covered for
Very
the
nice
covered
shot.
the 2.
Yeah, that's a really nice shot.
Excellent shot.
Is he on 0 now? He's spotting one. Oops.
Yes.
So, yep.
His
2,
coin is
4,
gone.
6, 8, 10, 11. Yep. That was a good shot.
Yeah, and you can't really go out to 13 here because he's jacked up over that other stripe.
That would
Whatever
be
that
your,
is.
that would be your word. Jacked up.
Jacked
If
up.
we
Yeah.
had a word
He's
count,
jacked up.
he's jacked up.
Yeah, this is the first part of this point of this game where you actually feel like Mark flipped this a little bit on Dan. He's never had the advantage like he has now with that 2. So we'll see if he can keep it and see what Dan does about it.
Well, from doing a little one pocket commentary,
Mm-hmm.
2 balls now a threat.
It is a threat. It is a threat.
Balls
And
out.
it's really the first threat that he's had in this game.
Yeah.
And Dan's not sure how to get out of this.
Yeah, because it's not just this shot, it's the shot that he leaves, you know? Because if he just bumped the 13 and left the cue ball on the end rail,
Mm-hmm.
Mark can chip the 2 and leave him behind the stat, you know, leave him up table and cause issues. And it's, yeah, so he's not even looking at that.
He's just going to kick behind the 2.
I think he's just going to take a
Kick
foul and
behind.
put it behind the 13. And
But now he did ended up where you would have been without a foul. So,
yeah.
So now he can thin the 2, you're thinking, and go up table
I
with
mean,
cue ball.
it's a shot, right?
Yeah, you
And
might
the,
be able to-
And the thing about that's better potentially the way Dan did it is that no, not as good. Excuse
Right.
me. The ball would have been threatening more
Mhm.
because now it's kind of free for him to just do that.
Right.
Can he cut it in? He might be able to cut it in
Well,
even. Yeah, he. Whoa, he got a little bit fortunate that he didn't scratch there.
Yeah, I hit it too thin.
He hit too thin, so it
hit
did
your-
actually go.
hit
Yeah.
your word.
What's that?
Your theme of the day. Fanned it.
Fanaruski?
Fanaruski. So now he wants to take the 2 out. The question is
Without
how he's
leaving
going
a
to do it.
13 return bank,
Mhm.
which is tricky.
Yep.
He could take it out and put the cube out by the 4, maybe?
He just gave him the ball. I was wondering that.
Well, that's a conservative play that worked.
Yeah.
Because his position here is controlled. you
Right.
know?
And the thing is, it's 1 ball. So if
Yeah.
you're confident in your game and you got 3 balls already, it's like you just give
Yeah,
him the ball.
try to protect 1 ball and give up 2 or 3 is bad.
Right.
bad
Right.
math.
There's no way he's going to get more than 1 ball. So he
Yeah.
just gave it to him.
Yeah. And his outcome was good. Like if he wasn't frozen on the 4 and he left him a bank on the 15, I mean, then the outcome would have been kind of not that great.
Mhm.
But his outcome was good. Is he gonna? Ooh. Yeah. Seeing that shot there. So he's got on his side.
Kind of separated the pack a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he left Dan some options, which is fine. Let's see. Oh, that's a great angle. Okay. The 11 doesn't do much. Those balls are kind of doubled up. Well, it's
Well,
hard to see that angle.
Turn the 13 and go behind the pack.
Yes.
What you were going to say,
Hey.
probably.
Yes, but
But
I like hearing you say it. It's fun.
yeah, or he could 2-rail the 10 onto his side and stay behind the pack too.
Oh, like just kind of, or 1-rail it, basically, right?
Well,
Just roll the ball.
roll the ball.
Two rail. Oh, you mean 2-rail it?
And put a little draw on the cue ball and get the cue ball by the 3rd rail, frozen on the rail.
It's gonna kind of come by the side pocket then, right? That 2-rail shot you're shooting.
Yeah, something like that.
Or even
Somewhere in the center.
It could
table.
hit the 12 that way too.
But he's going to roll.
he's gonna
which
roll
is
it.
probably a more controlled shot.
A little more conservative.
Yeah,
Us conservative players, we don't like to
and that's going to go in, so you got to spot it.
play those wild shots.
I like that shot. He doesn't have a lot of threats, but the ball he does have by his hole, Mark can't do anything with it at this point. Now Mark's good at this bank. I'm curious if he's going to shoot this bank
Little
on the
twisty?
13. Yeah, he loves these twisty banks, and he's
Well,
good at them.
He's lining it. See, he looks like he's ready to rock.
He loves these twisty banks,
Yeah.
and he
And
usually
if he
hits
hit it
great
just a little more
speed.
speed, it was really in the hole.
Yeah,
It was in the hole.
Right.
Great shot. Can you rock this solo for a bit?
I can.
I gotta take a break.
Yeah. Josh is stepping out for a minute. See.
I'm giving you and everyone a break. It's not a break for me, it's a break for everyone.
So Dan's looking at this, trying to figure out if he can take out that 12 ball to remove the threat that Mark has. That was a nice shot. Hit then that 6 ball and to hit the 12 full in the face. That was an excellent shot. That's just difficult to do. Now, you might not like how he ended up though. I don't know if the bank is on or if Mark has a bank here. I don't know if the 6 ball bank clears the 5. He may just bank the 12 by his hole. He could draw over behind the stack and clear, but he looks like he might try and clear a ball. Yeah, he's just going to clear. Oh, and he hit it. He got on that kind of quick and he hit it. I think he would agree probably as bad as he could hit it. Left him dead on the pink 4. Up table, trying to get on the 12 ball. Hit a great shot there. Now can he draw into this and get another shot? Or he's going to go forward. He drew and the cue ball got stuck on the pack. So Dan gets 2 more balls. So we're at 5-1. Dan's got the lead. That was a costly error for Mark. It's a critical time of the game for Mark. He's down 1 game already, down 5-1 in this game. So he's going to try and stay patient here, I think, and just stay in this game, find a way to come back and win this game, because he's got the break in the 3rd game. Dan just banks the 8 onto his side. Now he can afford to be patient, real patient. He's got a 5-1 lead and is up 1 game already. I think Mark was trying to thin that ball and go into the stack, hit it probably too thin or thinner than he wanted. Didn't leave Dan a shot, but I don't think he liked where he left the cue ball. He could push the 1 with a stop shot and just get the 1 on his side of the table and freeze the cue ball on the 11. I don't know if Mark could make the 6 in that case. Or he might just clear the 6. Put the 6 on his side, 1 rail, kind of where the 8 is. He went harder. So he just said clear the 6 again. He's got the 5-1 lead. So he's just removing any threat that Mark has. This point of the game, it's interesting too, because like I said, Mark doesn't mind playing an up table game even if he's behind. He feels like he is confident that he can fight 1 ball at a time, get back in the game. I think the attitude he has is if it's 5-1 and he can just fight and get a couple of balls. Now it's 5-3 and, tightens the game up. So I kind of see him just playing this tight and trying to get a couple balls, get back in the game. And that's what he did. He knocked the 14 up table, got the cue ball in the end rail, and he's got the threat really is on his side. Now he's got 3 balls on his side of the table below the side pocket. So I see Dan probably clearing these balls out. It's only trouble for Dan now is that he doesn't want to give up multiple balls to Mark. So I can see him moving these balls up table. I like what he did there. He ended up getting the 11 on his side the way he shot that and got the 1 up table. So it's difficult for Mark to make the 1 now because he's got the threat of the 8 and 11. So Mark, like I said, he's just going to move this up table. I like that. He went into the 8, rubbed the 8 to keep the 11 on this end on his side of the table. So again, I see Dan just moving this up table, bringing the cue ball back to the end rail. That's what he did. he can be very patient at this point. So we're definitely going to end up with an up table game here. Mark's going to push the 10 up table, go behind the 13. I think he took a foul there. And he sold out. That was unfortunate. So he moves back to 0, Mark does, and he left Dan a ball, which was a mistake. So does Dan make this ball and try and get on another one to try and get a couple? That's what he's done. He tried to go up behind the 5. Nice try, but he's on 6.
Do you think that shot's a little easier when you're up 1-0 and 5-0?
I think it is. I think it is.
He hit that pretty confident.
He did. And he's going to bank this right in the hole.
This isn't the money. This isn't the money spot, too.
Yeah, nice shot. Now he's on the hill. A couple errors from Mark here that has let Dan really go this game. Mark's in a tough spot, down 7-0, down 1-0 in games.
Dan doesn't have a really great offensive shot. Turelli 11, maybe. Everything's kind of in the street here.
Yeah.
Banks.
Right. He may just play dead safe here. He doesn't care. He's ahead 7-0. Just don't give up anything. This is another situation where you could just maybe pocket the 11, or I don't know what ball is.
I think it's
13.
13. I'm not saying it 2 rails, but if he 2 railed it,
I just feel like he can't. I don't feel like the angle's not quite right for that 2-railer.
but if he draws a little, just pinches behind the 1,
Yeah.
he creates just that. I'm talking a micro angle on it, Brian.
I agree with you.
So the thing just kind of stuns over
Yeah.
off that angle,
Mm-hmm.
and that 1 protects it
Yeah.
and sends it towards the hole, and he
right.
beats the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's so easy from up here, bro.
you can see it.
It's like I can see it, and I can execute it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's shooting your shot.
Not even going to make it, just going to push
He's
it up
gonna
by the
push it
hole.
up in the hole and just take it out of play.
Yeah. And when he goes there, the 1 doesn't bang because the 8's in the way. So he just doesn't leave anything.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
So it's uphill battle from here for Mark.
An uphill battle.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just saying when he stepped out that Mark doesn't mind going up table, but he
When you're down
fouled.
7-0. Yeah.
Well, it was 5-1 at one point, and then he fouled,
Okay.
and gave up 2 balls. So that was, I think he was trying to do that, but it just the foul really killed him.
Yeah. Well,
I think now he's just gonna shoot a shot to not give anything up. He might just thin the 1 and put the cue ball in the
put
handrail.
the cue ball in the handrail. And the bank lanes are not super open.
Right.
And he doesn't want to disrupt that too
Put
much.
the one on his side. That was a good shot.
Nice shot.
And Dan just might move the 1 up. Just
And
say,
put the
go
cue ball
ahead.
back up by the 13, or just go all the way up and leave the cue ball there.
Good question.
Well, if he leaves the cue ball there, he has less. Well, he did that shot.
Got the 1 on his side. I can see why he did that. Oh, that was a tough roll.
Rut row. Oh my
Just,
gosh.
the way this game works, anything that can go wrong
So
does.
crazy. Yeah. It's like
You
the
know, it
Murphy's
just
Law.
does.
It's like the Murphy's Law of pool games.
Yeah, because it just, if you can scratch it, will.
Yeah.
And now he could get.
If he shoots as fast, I would. Do you see how fast he's shooting to the ball here?
Yeah, I think he's taking his time here now. But
Okay,
this
but
is
good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm saying that
Yeah.
if he triggered there, I would have been like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
that's fast."
Right.
So I like that.
well, he knows this is his chance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I like this. And we got to put all our chips in to make this, which he does.
Got on the 1 perfect.
Perfect.
Now he's got to again put the 1 in and
Put the
then
1 in.
get an angle in the 2 and maybe get behind those balls.
Yep. The 1 is the number 1 concern.
I think he miscued almost.
No, he got
Went
it.
in.
Okay, now because The one was the number one concern. He got not the right angle, which is fine because he is back in the game.
Back in the game.
Because he doesn't have to get it all back in one shot. He just pockets a 2, puts something back by his hole that Dan has to contend with to get rid of, and he's in a good spot. Is he loading? He could load and come up table. See? Yeah. If he likes this shot and he likes the high inside, or now he's looking drawish. Well, he's drawing.
You know, you can try and draw behind the 10 if you hit it really good.
He's trying to draw it right past the side pocket on. Yep. Well, now he's looking high. No, low, high. Okay, he just stopped
the bank.
He just shot the bank. Shoot the bank. Yep. That's what I was saying. Just shoot the thing and give him something that he has to deal with, and let's start the game over.
Yeah.
Down 6-3.
Did he make the bank?
It's very close. Oy. Yeah, but now he's got to knock it out of the way.
Yeah.
And he's got to contend with some stuff. And that's a reprieve. That's the governor calling right there. So that's cool.
It is. It is.
I learned that from my dad.
Oh,
the
did you?
governor's calling. The governor called playing golf. If anyone ever made a mistake,
the governor would call. Look at this.
Oh, the governor called again.
The governor called twice in about 2 minutes.
Ring in again. Oh,
again,
Dan.
one of these things where in one pocket, you think you might be playing a safe shot, and then just things can go wrong.
Yeah.
And so now he's gonna.
Mark's got the governor on speed dial.
Yeah, right. Hope for Mark's case, he wants us to be 6-4, and he's gonna roll.
Put this one down. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good shot. He got it down. Now he's gonna chop the 13 back one rail.
So now we're sitting at 6-4.
Give him something to contend with. I think Mark's feeling a little bit better right now.
Gosh, it's just totally flipped. He was down 7-0 literally 10 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. Shoot,
5 minutes ago.
2 innings ago.
Yeah,
2 or 3 innings ago. Yeah.
And all the balls were up table.
Yeah.
And now it's 6-4.
Yeah, so we'll see. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's shooting the 15. Is he gonna draw into the 5?
Is that the 11 ball?
Yeah, the 11. Did I say 15? I meant 11.
I right away I thought he loves these banks, but it's risky.
This is a lot safer. But the problem with this shot is that he could leave the 11 cut. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little weird. Because if the cue ball's right where he's walking in that corner down there.
I feel like if you hit it bad at all, you could double kiss.
Yeah. But if he puts the cue ball by, okay, he's shooting this shot. He's back and forth.
He doesn't want to leave the 6-5, you know?
Yeah.
And
he doesn't want to leave the 11. So let's see what he does. Maybe he rolls it and puts the cue ball back. Okay, he stunned it.
Hard,
No, yeah.
See,
The arms go
danger.
up in the air.
But that was the danger, is that.
So he was trying to stun behind the 14? I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it was just those 6-5 were big balls that you could leave.
Mark's not happy about that one.
So if he shoots a stop shot in the 6 and makes it, he's on the 5. So this is the game right here, this shot.
Just a little. Oh, he played it safe.
But I think he left himself a shot. I think he can make the 5. But he did play it safe.
He played it safe.
Made this tougher.
Yeah.
But it will go
a lot tougher. Well, the problem with the shooting the way he shot it, if you not to be critical, but he's gonna end up perfect. But he might not win the. Oh, he only needed 2. He needed 2. Duh. I thought he needed 3. I'm an idiot. Okay, that was good.
So he takes a 2-0 lead.
2-0 lead. Okay.
And
I literally thought he needed 3. That's why I was going to go through this.
This will be a first for Josh Burble. I'm going to take a break. So you got this solo for about 5 minutes.
Bro, I'm not saying anything.
I'll come back and you'll be like,
crickets.
You might as well go home. I got this.
No, it's the opposite. I'm like crapping my pants right now. I'm so nervous. It's hopefully there's only 10 people watching probably. So what's the difference? All right. Let's take a little break. Check the YouTube comments. Anybody comment on this here stream ski? Let's see. It's a great match. That exciting match. Definitely could be 1-1, could be 2-0 Mark. Now we get the thing. Okay, so there's Windsor, Ontario. Hey, John Hayes. Jeff Watts. There's some people in the comments here. Hey, Jeff Watts. John Hayes from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Nice. Anthony P. just says hello. All right, look at that. Hey, fellas. Make sure to smash that sub button, whatever. All right. Oh, Joel's got a sweatshirt on. There goes Uncle Joel. Joel is killing it for the club. So yeah, I want to do, Joel Ingolstad is doing a ton of build out for us. We have a new snooker area, snooker lounge. You can check it out on Facebook, maybe on Instagram. But I have some reels with some snooker reels too, some 60-second reels. But yeah, we have a 6 snooker lounge. Super awesome if you're in the cities, you want to come play some snooker. It's a 9-foot snooker table. Okay, I get it. You want to call it a Chinese 8-ball table, that's fine. But it's a fun table. Yeah, I just gave you a shout out, Joel. But Joel helped build that area out. It's just absolutely a beautiful big plant wall, lounge area. It's awesome. And then we are right in the process of almost finishing up our new bar table stream area. And it's money. It's really, really cool. It's got an elevated seating area with leather swivel chairs, lounge action. It's going to be beautiful. You guys will see it on the stream. We're going to be putting out a lot of bar table challenge matches, action matches. Dave O'Keefe, one of the owners here, is Action Man. Chris Saprell, one of the owners, Pop for the Bar Table. Guys, I'm a partner with some absolutely amazing human beings, and we are putting together an amazing facility and some amazing content for you guys. So if you're local, come check us out. If you're not, just keep following us because we've got a lot of good stuff coming out, and really, really, really cool vibed out place. And you're going to want to take a look at, we'll put up some pictures even before the stream of this new bar table area that should be coming out. We're almost finished. Joel just put almost 100 hours into building it out. So thank you, Joel. And thanks, Chris, for everything. Chris Saprell and Dave O'Keefe. And let's go. So Mark breaks and would have liked the cue ball to be up a little higher, a little close to the rail. Dan King got out of this break without too much fanfare. Man, it's been a little bit rough here for Mark on some outcomes. He's playing good. Dan's playing good too. It's 2-0 Dan, and it's just like I said a few seconds ago, it could be flipped, it could be split. I mean, just lots of stuff. Okay, nice shot. Covered the cue ball decent. He can bank the 11, and kind of wished, I think Dan would have wanted that cue ball down more for more of a back cut bank, and this is a pretty natty bank. This is the problem with that shot. It just kind of caught the 14 and left Dan a starter. So unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunate. Because Dan left him more of a bank than he wanted,
Okay.
and Mark hit it, and it just quite didn't work out, the cue ball part of it, and left him this. Now, he didn't.
Does he try and get to the 13 here?
I think I would. Yep, that's what he tried, and he got a little rub. But get to the 13
Yeah.
and you can run into the stack. He still can shoot the shot.
Yeah, right.
This is an intentional Fanaruski with the cue ball going into the pink 4, as you like to say, next to the red 13.
He just not gonna
He's
shoot.
going off the 9.
He's going to make the 13.
13 off the 9? Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, that's a Minnesota Fats shot there. That's not like the Hustler, old
Right.
school.
Yeah, exactly.
The Hustler shot. But he got pretty fortunate because he blocked him up when that 9 ball rolled around, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he took that bank away. But
Yeah.
you know, and Dan's got 1.
Oh, okay. So then Mark, you missed it, but Mark hit a break that didn't quite work out that great. Oh no, wrong guy. Didn't hit a break that didn't work out that great, and then Dan left him a little something more than he wanted, and Mark kind of got a Bad outcome. And then here we are. Dan hit a shot to sort of sweep him open there and create some ball pressure.
Yeah.
Now Mark is going to try to park behind the pink 12. See, I can say the color of the ball too.
Is
and
that
this
the
is
12? Oh,
didn't work.
scratched.
Yeah, this could be a little frustration.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. And so now he owes a ball.
He owes a ball, and this does he shoot the frozen? It's not frozen.
Gosh, I don't think he shoots that. I think he probably shoots the
12.
13. Is that the 12 or 13 there?
It's the 12, the pink 12.
All right. I'll agree with you.
It's the number 1-2 right there.
Yeah,
the
I see that now
1-2.
with this camera angle, this wonderful camera angle. We can see that 12.
I know,
easily.
right? He's shooting my shot, baby.
Right.
This guy.
This is the way to get a bunch of balls.
Yeah, and he carries them in a wheelbarrow, shooting this shot.
Let's see if it goes.
Did you catch that?
I did. I was worried about the camera angle, so I wasn't responding. He hit it great, though.
That's a great shot.
Yeah. He followed it forward, and now where does he go? To the 4?
He could either, yeah. Well,
Go to the 7.
yeah. I think that's
That's a great shot, though, because
almost an either or. If he
Yeah.
misses the 4, I'm not saying that was an intended thing, but it worked out that way for sure.
but
He could have clipped the 4 and whatever, but that 4 clipping the 4 didn't do a ton for him. So I think he maybe was just playing straight 7.
the important thing was he hit the track between the 4 and the stripe. You know, he hit the opening with the
Do you
cue
think he
ball.
was trying to get through the opening? Is my question.
Yeah, I do, and I think that's why he hit a really good shot.
He wasn't trying to hit the 4.
No, I don't think so. I think
I
he
don't
was
think
hitting
so
the
either.
opening.
Did I need to mark another one?
Yeah,
Okay.
and another one, and he went
Another
forward for the bank.
4, and he's got sheesh.
Now does he shoot the bank and get on the
Get on the 4.
13? I think he can make the 9 and get bank 13. He went the opposite way. He banked the 13 and tried to get on the 9. I like that shot. He might have gave up the 9 ball bank here, though, and we got to figure out if Mark's going to shoot this. I think we've got the right score. We've got 4 to -1 for Mark. And Mark's going to try and bank the 4-3 ball down by the hole. Create a threat. I think he would have liked the 3 ball, obviously, to be a little closer to the hole on that shot. Dan's in a great position again, up 4 to -1 on the hill. So, again, he can afford just to take balls away from Mark's pocket. And just make him earn it 1 ball at a time. Which is difficult when you're down two games to none. From Mark's perspective, he's down 2-0, and he's getting 1 ball at a time. He's not getting any opportunities to run multiple balls. Oh, and he scratched. Bad rub again. That was a tough roll. Scratched off the stack in the side. It's just at a tough angle. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way. You know, we were talking about this earlier, that it seems like when you're playing one pocket, anything that can go wrong will. So if you just shoot a shot that's, you know, you think is safe, but you're just a little loose on it and you give up, ball in hand. So that puts Dan at 5. Just took the ball to get to 6. And now he's really got Mark in trouble. So from Dan's perspective here, it's just defense. You know, just don't give up anything. You're ahead 6 to -2. Spin the 9, go on the end rail. Probably is what he's looking at. He's got to be careful though that he doesn't hit too thick and scratch. So I think that's probably the worry on this shot. Got to make sure he hits it thin enough. That hole was big. It was kind of scary to shoot at it if you could scratch easy, and he hit a nice shot.
Did you rail the one ball?
That's probably the shot. You don't want to give up the 3-ball bank.
Wow, what a shot.
He's going at it hard.
Yeah, what a shot.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
But again, Dan's just in a position where he's just going to clear. He's just going to clear. Just make Mark earn it.
Watch him shoot the 15 now. You said that.
Yeah, exactly. That'll stop my broadcasting career.
Showtime draw off the 10 or no, follow through the 10 ball and just have them all open up towards his pocket. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Onto the 1. Nice shot. It's a tough spot for Mark. You know, you're down 2 games. And you've got -2, you're down 8 balls, and you just got to keep a good attitude, or try and keep a good attitude.
It's tough to do.
Yep. This is where you kind of feel like this isn't my day.
Yeah.
But let's see if he can just stay positive and stay in the game.
Just try to find a shot.
Right. That's all you can do, right?
Just
it's the same thing as when you're ahead 1 shot at a time.
Yeah, just find a shot. Just try to, you know.
Got the 3 on his side more.
Yeah.
Now, did you just bank the 1 up on his side here?
I think so. Yeah.
Can that...
You know what's so hilarious about pool and this game and one pocket and everything is if somehow Mark can scratch this game out.
Oh, it would flip everything.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like I should be in my car. That's what you like to say.
Exactly. I like this shot. What a shot. He won the match. He almost made it.
He would have been a match winner. Yeah. Well, I
don't know if he can make the.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can see that ball. But if he's.
I think there was another angle. No, you don't have the other angle?
I have got a side angle. Let's see if we can.
The side angle.
He's got to kick it. He's trying to kick the ball in. He's obviously hooked. Trying to kick the 4 in just to stay in the game.
Yeah, he hit it good.
So. That puts Dan on the hill. Dan found a nice shot there. I did not see that shot. And the thing is,
Gosh, Dan could almost just shoot this in. Just freeze him on the end rail.
Yeah.
Put him on -1.
Right.
He's on the hill.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
he probably won't do that because he's probably not
he
necessary.
could bump him up table too, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because the disadvantage of just shooting that in, quote unquote, is you give up the ball and it's still in play.
Yeah.
It's still in play on the
You're
spot.
spot it on,
Yeah, so I'm just correcting my idiotic. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is definitely different when you're old balls because you put it on spot again. You're right.
Yeah. Well, and
that was interesting. He cleared that 9 and he got the 10 back on his side.
Yeah.
Now
Dan's not quite concerned with the 1.
No, he might just put the 10 on his side and draw down by the 1
ball. Oh, yeah. On top of it, look at this.
Right.
Sheesh.
Nice shot.
You could kick this. I don't know.
This is my
fish
statement
play?
jacked up.
No, he's jacked up. So now he's going to put this on the spot because that's a simple shot.
You're right.
He would have liked the cue ball down, frozen on the rail.
You know, he would have liked it. Yeah, I agree.
He's going to fire the 7. Because if he misses it, it's just going to go up table.
The 3 or the 7?
The 7. Isn't that a 7 right there by the 2? Or is that a 3?
I thought it was a 3.
Oh, he didn't fire it. He hit it soft and went for the Winsky.
Nice shot.
What a beautiful shot.
Now
he only needs 1. Why would he fire it? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got to pay attention to the ball count. It is a 3
on that ball.
Yeah. Well, he can make it and scratch here, but that doesn't do any good because of 5 ball. He's got to do, this is the match right here. He's got to take it out.
Right. Yeah, he's in
a big world of hurt.
But this ball might come out. It's right on the corner of that pocket.
Yeah.
It could come out.
And then the cue ball can't leave something.
And it might not. So here's the game.
This is
shot.
this is a very difficult spot to be in.
Yeah,
so
this is a spot
I
you
guess
don't
we're gonna.
wanna
This is
be
a
in.
set shot here. We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just didn't come out.
Okay. Well, good
So
match.
great playing, Dan.
Yeah,
Dan wins
great
the
job.
3-0, and he's in the finals now against Mike Pankoff. So
That's gonna be a great match.
yeah, nice playing, Mark. Nice playing
Yeah,
as
great
usual,
playing,
Mark.
Mark.
Big win
mean-
for Dan because he takes down Mark, who is the one pocket champion, or was the one pocket reigning champion. No more.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll either be Mike Pankoff or Dan.
Yes.
And when will that
And I
match be played? Is that probably a couple weeks out at least, huh?
Yeah, Mike's out of town. So
Okay.
it'll be in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And it didn't go Mark's way today, and I did say great playing, and I mean that. I mean, it's not easy what he's doing. This is tough equipment, tough conditions, tough player to play against, and he hit a lot of great shots and played really well. And it was the match, okay, 3-0. I know people say this all the time, but I literally believe that was a very, very close match. And I was there and I watched it, and it was. And so, man, it could have just gone either way, and it just worked out for Dan.
And I agree with what
There's a
Josh
couple
saying.
extra
It was,
shots.
It was 7-7 the first game, so
Yeah.
whoever wins that first game's got a big momentum
Yeah.
boost, and no excuses for Mark, but I know he hurt his back, so I think he's having a little trouble getting down on the ball.
Yeah.
But it was a really fun match again.
Yeah, it was a great match to watch. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it, Brian.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I think I stayed out of my count on Blastorama.
You did not get to your count.
I think I stayed under the
Yeah.
8. All the other counts I probably was close.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be back for the Mike Pankoff versus Dan Nierenhausen finals, and that'll be super fun. And we'll see what day we get it done. Just look for a post online. We'll let you guys know through Facebook.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thanks. It was great, and keep an eye on our new stuff that we got coming.
Great.
Yep. Thanks, Brian. Awesome job.
Thanks.